Yes, Spurs fans, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. Thanks for picking us as your watch-along destination today as we take on Newcastle away from home with a late kickoff. 8 o'clock, you already feel like is late enough for these games, but it's going to be 8:15 kickoff here, so everybody strap in, get the beers in, get the sodas ordered, get a nice takeout ordered if you haven't already cooked yourself dinner, because this could be a late one. Hopefully, Spurs can churn out a result of some kind. I think in the initial discussions of the pre-match buildup, we sort of said, at least I'm in the belief that if we gather a point today and we see a decent enough performance, I'll take that, and I'll use that as a building block. I feel like Spurs have to get something really from this game. If you ask me, we're already starting to slip down the table. I understand there's plenty of things that have gone against us with injuries and stuff like that. But at this point, we're in dangerous risk of starting to look like a team that might be finishing outside the top 10 than a team that might be finishing inside the top 10. And it's been a strange Premier League season. Teams have been taking points off of each other left and right. It's really hard to sort of gauge, who's really, capable of challenging in the top six. But if we pick up a point away from home to a Newcastle team that we have historically really struggled against away from home, and also considering that I felt like maybe I'm delusional and being happy clappy here, which I was joking to Dave about, before we went live in this. I'm trying to find some sort of sense of positivity. I felt like in the last time we played them in the cup game, if we had gone out with a stronger lineup, I think there was a chance we could have gotten something actually from that game, because I don't think we were totally destroyed by that Newcastle team like we have been in the past. I think there was a chance that we could have gotten something from it if we just went with a slightly different version of a lineup. Thomas Frank has once again, though, in this game, gone with various changes. He's left out a certain Mickey Van de Ven, which he explained in the, I think, conversation with the Spurs media staff, that he's played 4 games in the last 10 days, which you could sort of see where he's coming from. Mickey Van de Ven is, his hamstrings alone are worth 50 million pounds, let alone his actual value as a player, because he is a wonderful footballer. But he has sort of those very delicate hamstrings that we all know you have to be aware of. And he also said the same thing with Richarlison. He said, these guys, these are the most games he said that they've played in actually a long time at the club, which is a fair point to make, really. So maybe dropping them, even though it could hurt us and it could end up costing us, you can sort of understand how it's a difficult situation for him. But Romero's back into the team after being suspended against Fulham. Danzo stepping in. Curious to see whether Danzo is going to be playing on the left or Romero will be playing on the left. I think in the past we've seen Romero just always take up that right side position because he's just maybe more comfortable there. And we just know how good of a passer he is if he's maybe given the position that he usually prefers. So that will be an interesting call. Pedro Porro at right back, kind of a bit of a villain at the moment. I can't even believe we're saying this, but Pedro Porro is not necessarily a fan's favorite after some of his words and social media posts over the last couple of days. I think a lot of people wanted to see Jeff Spence, but Pedro's being picked once again. He had a very mixed day, I think, against Fulham. I was able to watch the game back on Sunday night and then sort of Monday morning as I was getting back into town. And I thought he was all over the place defensively against Fulham. I thought that guy, Chukwueze, really gave him a hard time. But at the same time, Pedro Porro did play some really nice balls. I felt like, over the top. If we are going to go for this long ball approach under Thomas Frank, he's actually kind of useful, to be honest, Pedro Porro, because he has a better chance of playing a decent ball in behind to a Cole Milani or to a Brennan Johnson or someone like that than maybe a Jed Spence would. But like I said, against good wingers, like someone like a Harvey Barnes, who I sort of think is kind of I think he's a good winger, but sort of kind of average, sort of Premier League high standard type of winger. He's not anything I think to really rave about, but I think he's a good barometer, a good test. The guy's an absolute fire right now for this team. So him coming up against Pedro Porro, I am a little bit worried about. So we'll see how that fares for Thomas Frank in the team. And of course, there are plenty of other lineup discussions that we'll be having as we're getting prepared for kickoff. But yeah, Dave, I mean, it's a game where, to be honest, as we said in the pre-match buildup, I think it might be selfish, but I think we need to get a point from this, to be honest, however way we can.
Yeah, I think you walk away from this with a point tonight. I think most Spurs fans will probably be happy with that result.
Yeah,
They're okay.
encouraged.
Look, you got to remember, this hasn't been a good place for Tottenham to go in recent years. We've took some absolute tonkins off the back of going into this game with similar form that we've come into this game with.
Yeah.
And usually it's sort of been the end of managers or been the end of a player. They ended Stellini, they ended Lloris, they put them sort of to a degree a nail and Andrew's coffin, under Pochettino, they bet us 5-0 up there. It's not been a happy hunting ground, and midweek it's probably an even harder place to go. But off the back of what we've seen, they owe us. And at some point, they have to stand up, show some fight, and show some bollocks. We understand the magnitude and how hard it is to go. But at the end of the day, if we can give it a crack like we did against PSG, most Spurs fans, to a large degree, will be like, okay, we can see what, we gave it a fair go. But what we can't see is what we've seen against the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Fulham on the weekend. We can't see that. We've got to show something tonight, like similar to what we did against PSG. But the reality is, and like this is what I say, like sometimes, a week can be a very short time in football, Jack. Sometimes a week can change a whole narrative around the
Hmm.
football club and everything else. Like
Totally.
if we win tonight or we take a point tonight and beat Brentford, all of a sudden you're back up in the top half of the table. The noise quietens down, the
Yeah.
conversations change. The stats start looking different. The stats start looking more positive and going in the right way. But if you take it off the basis of what we've seen up today, everything's pointing in the one direction, and it's going to be a tough game. Like you look at, for instance, like Sky Sports brought up today, our shots. We're 18th in the league for shots
Yeah.
taken, 16th in the league for shots on target, 17th, for expected goals. This is one thing that has to change, and this is one thing I pointed out since preseason. I
Yep.
remember everyone got up, when we beat Arsenal in preseason off Papa Matasar's long range shot. I remember sitting there and saying, we're not going to survive off this. We're
Yeah.
not. We need to see more. Although we won, I'll take it. But it'd be a different North London derby the next time around. It turned out it was. At the end of the day, the pressure is on this football club. No one really truly believes, no one really actually wants the manager to be sacked. No one. The reality is, when the pressure's on, you got to get the results. If not, and we lose these next couple of games, all of a sudden you're looking at you're just above relegation. You're exactly where you are, and why we wanted the manager gone last year for being in and around a similar position. So the pressure's on. And despite it being an arduous task, they've put themselves in this situation. And it doesn't help that Thomas Frank came after, and Pedro Porro came out after the game calling some Spurs nuts and Spurs fans. If they don't perform tonight, and then tactics are weak tonight, where we're set up to contain Newcastle and don't lay a glove on them, it's going to get even more toxic between the fans and these players and this manager. They have to deliver tonight. They simply have to deliver. But I'd argue, looking at that lineup, I'm a bit scared already.
Yeah, seriously. So many people in the house here tonight. Really do appreciate you guys. Already 150 in as we've been discussing the game. Please smash a like button for us as you're piling in here, everybody. Really would appreciate it. And of course, at any point, if you want to get your opinions in, you're welcome to do so in the chat, keeping an eye on it at all times. And if you want to support the channel further, consider becoming a member and or throw in a super chat as well, and we'll get straight to you. Going to go to the top of the chat here. K32 was in here nice and early. Big up to you, K32. Kieran saying, hi, Dave and Jack. Just looking at the lineup and seeing Porro start after his shit performance versus Fulham, and it tells you all you need to know about Spurs. No repercussions for poor
Yeah.
performances. Do you think he's correct in saying that, Dave? Spence maybe should have been given the nod.
I think it sends out the wrong message. I think, it sort of doesn't really give any accountability. It doesn't let him know that his performance isn't acceptable. But, if you're actually looking at it from a manager's point of view, and you look into Tottenham stats, Kudus and Porov created the most chances in the team down that right-hand side. You look at the way we were set up against Fulham, it was Kudus and Porro trying to create everything
Yeah.
down that right-hand side. Frank heavily relies on this side.
Yeah.
To a degree, Postecoglou tried to heavily rely on this side to a large degree. And that's why Pedro Porro's in the team. If you're a manager and you can't create anywhere else, you're going to have to sacrifice that defensive sort of stability that maybe Spence gives you for that more attacking flair of Pedro Porro, unfortunately. And look, it's not new. Jurgen Klopp done it with Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool for quite some time. But it sends out the wrong message. I do think at some point you got to go, I do like this about you, Porro, but I can't have that. You're dropped. Send them a
Yeah.
message, because how do you expect the player to know it's not okay, or to know that he has to go and improve on that, if you're not going to make him accountable for it?
Yeah, I'm kind of split on Porro because I agree with K32. I think he was absolutely had the runaround with Chukwueze. He was causing him so many problems. But when we did get forward, it did feel like Kudus and Pedro Porro were kind of our only bright spots. And what I
Mm,
did notice from that game was there were a few times when Pedro Porro played this sort of looping ball over the top to Richarlison or others, and that was actually some of our better moments. It's just Richarlison's first touch is sort of like a lottery number, really. You don't really know what you're going to
yeah,
get sometimes. There were a couple of times where I feel like he actually should have done a lot better with some of the passes that Pedro Porro had played to him. At the same time, though, I'm kind of been wondering, Pedro Porro's crossing, though, when he has gotten
shocking.
deep into the final third. That's where I'm conflicted, is like, his looping balls over the top of the back line were quite good in that game versus Fulham. But then when he did get into crossing situations, when I was watching the game back on Sunday and Monday, he just so many times was under-hitting crosses, over-hitting crosses. That's been kind of the case for him a lot this season, like in general. Like, I just don't think he's, for whatever reason, been dialed in the way that we've seen him in the past, with just being able to nail those really, really dangerous crosses. Like, we've attributed him to being like a Alexander Arnold type player, where he's just, once he gets that space and he whips it in, it's really hard to deal with as a defender. But felt like against Fulham, there's so many times where I was really underwhelmed by some of his crosses into the box. But he is still, even if he's not that great at the minute in terms of that department, he is still supposed to be one of our best technical players in the final third in terms of creativity. So it's a tough place for Thomas Frank, because Jed Spence, we love the guy. Dave has defended him for years, at the club, but he still has a lot to show, I think, going forward, Jed Spence. Sometimes he's also kind of a bit underwhelming going forward. So
No,
I
100%.
feel for Thomas Frank in that regard. I don't think it's kind of like both decisions are kind of, it's sort of hard, to be honest. There are
And
other
look, I
areas
learned
where I criticize him in lineup decisions, but this one, tough call, really, to be honest.
Look, I learned that lesson against Arsenal, right? I wanted Jed Spence to play it right back because I thought set pieces, I thought it was important to try and get out there, engage the winger, stop crosses coming in, all things that Pedro Porro isn't good at. But one big factor we really missed was having the ability to play that ball out from the back and make it stick up front. At least try and get it to a player or even in and around their vicinity. And we really missed that against Arsenal. But then you put him in against Fulham, Jed Spence would have stopped that first goal. He just simply would have. He wouldn't have allowed the man to cut inside and get beat him like that. So it's sort of, at the minute, it's sort of like it's a bit of a headache. But this is where I think you've got to do it on a game-to-game basis with these two until one of them really sort of show that they're head and shoulders above the other in terms of both facets of the game. I think away games like this, if you are going to take on a bit of pressure, you've got to be playing the likes of Jed Spence, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. Big up to Brett Loft as well. Good to see you in the house. Morning, boys. Clueless is all I can say. Tough night incoming. Get ready,
Oh,
Brett. That's all I will say. Get ready. Get strapped in. Paul Markey. I cannot believe that useless waste of space Johnson has been selected in the panel, yet alone to start. I'm annoyed that I'm not even going to be able to watch. I'm so annoyed that I'm not even going to watch the game. Come on, Paul. You got to join us in, the trouble, Paul. Put up a brave face. Still try to watch it. I know it's going to be hard. Maybe just close your eyes every single time it goes over to Johnson's feet, and you just listen to Dave or I tell you what ends up happening. But big up Paul Markey. You've been very supportive of this channel.
good
So
to see you,
hopefully
brother.
you're doing okay, my friend. Mick Hermalock is in the house. Good to see you, Mick, as always. Roger Nichols is saying no Van de Ven, no chance. Johnson, no chance. Porro, no chance. Paulinho, no chance. He's not happy with the lineup. Berto's in here. DB is in here. Shem Tam, big up to you, Shemmy Tan. Hey, Jack and Dave, great to see you both together again for the watch along. Going to be a tough game. Head says 3-1. Newcastle. Heart says I'm broken. Just leave me alone. I can't think we're kind of at that point, dude, to be honest, Shem Tan. I think we're just hoping that they can pull off a miracle tonight, Shemmy. Big up to you, sir. Good to see the Ludraman. Ayo, what's happening, lads? The pain train is leaving the station. Choo, choo, choo. C4 is in here as well. Big up to you, C4. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Ed M is in the house as well. Kois. AK Shag saying, I do like Bora. I'm not that mad at him. That's fair. Matt Conley saying, really worried about this lineup. If I'm honest, lads, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but does not look promising. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate you, by the way. Tyler saying, shout out to David Nick holding it down in the last watch on. Big up to you, Tyler. Hopefully everything's all right with you, Big T. John Tucker, big up, guys. Come on, you Spurs. Good to see you, John. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Davey Hall's in the house as well. Big up to Davey Hall. Rabbi is saying us getting a point here would be a massive upset. Let's be honest here. I agree, man. But I think, like I've said, regardless of what the mood is around maybe our expectations, you kind of look at the table. I think we need to be getting about 4 points in these next two games, if you ask me. I think for us to sort of be encouraged that we can potentially challenge in the top 10 area at the minute. We're not even talking about top 6 yet, but just sort of staying in that top 10 type of placement in the league. I think we're looking at 4 points as kind of a must here. I think we have to beat Brentford at home. But then if we could pick up a point here, we sort of salvage ourselves, sort of keep ourselves kind of in the running. Because we're actually, believe it or not, despite Newcastle's form in recent games, we are level with them at points right now in this time. So if we were to pick up a point away from home, would send a message, I think, to them and as well as to some other teams that we're not just going to be rolled over in every single game from here on out. So that's where I'm at, really. Like we're dangerously slipping one way or the other.
The difference between us and Newcastle, though, Jack, is they had a slow start to the season.
Yeah.
You know,
And we're having a slow,
we had a good
period
start to
now.
the season, and
Yeah.
it's sort of halted, whereas theirs is picking up. And we are two teams going in two different trajectories,
Agreed.
so that's the difference between us. But it's Christmas. It's the month of Christmas, and sometimes miracles can happen. So hopefully, it's the miracle on Frank Street tonight, Jack.
Yeah. Can we turn Newcastle Brown Ale into Beavertown IPAs? Darius saying, big up Dave and Jack and everyone in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Is what Frank after. I'm expecting an effing win. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Darius. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Martin Knightsbridge, great job on the panel show earlier
Yeah.
saying we're due a win up there. Hopefully it is the night tonight. Big up, Martin. Hopefully you're keeping well. Mark News saying, big up Dave and Jack. Big up, big game tonight. Will Poro step up after his nightmare game against Fulham? Fingers crossed, lads. Get in there, you Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. And he also says 007 XG. Embarrassing. Very funny comments from Mark New there. I'm going for a 4-3 Spurs, says John Tucker. Mwani hat-trick. It'd be great to see 7 goals, to be honest. I know we're kind of been talking about the defense starting to look a bit leaky, but if we were to win 4-3, I would take it. Big up to you, John Tucker. And Mwani, from what I saw against PSG, and even to be honest, against Fulham, because I felt like against Fulham, he was given very little to work with. This guy is looking like, to be honest, one of the best players at the minute for 2 reasons for me. He's been given very little service, but with the service he has been given, I actually do think he's doing the best of it for the most part. I'm also impressed though by his work rate because there have been times when like if I were him being on loan, you're not necessarily married to the club or anything like that. It's not like you have a long-term contract with us. So many times I'm seeing him close down the keeper, close down a center back. He's one of the only ones pressing at times. Like I've been very impressed with Milani and kind of his professionalism, if you ask me. Maybe that's the word I'm kind of looking for. He's shown that maybe it's for the French squad. I don't really care, to be honest. He's just shown a lot of effort and a lot of endeavor that I think some of us as fans have been asking for in the last few weeks or so. Even if we're not playing well, we want to at least see the guys trying. We want to at least see the guys show that intensity, that will. And I don't think you could fault Kolo Muani in that department. I think he's actually been excellent in that area. I've been very encouraged actually by his performances, to be honest. And he has
No,
a bit more quality in general than some of the rest of the guys.
I think his all round game is really good. I really enjoy watching Colin Mawani. I think look, he doesn't get enough service to really see the best out of him. But to your point, I think he makes the best out of what he does get. Even sometimes when we're just pumping aimless long balls out there, he's up there chasing it, trying to make something of it. And look, that PSG game really convinced me that this guy is good enough to sort of grab us the goals moving forward if we can supply him with the regular chances, Jack. You look at the PSG game. I'm not being funny, but that cushion header back across, like take nothing away, it's an excellent cross from Archie Gray, and I've sort of made the point our wingers could learn a bit off that cross. But if that's Richarlison where Moani is, Richarlison's going for goal. That ball doesn't get put back across. Moani has the nous to put it back across. Absolutely delightful. And what impresses me more was the same against Copenhagen. You've got a guy that's dying for goals as a striker, but he still has the awareness to be able to go, okay, no, I'm not going to put this one away. Let's put it on the plate for someone else.
Right.
Usually struggling strikers do not do that. So that shows to me the guy's got the football IQ in terms of being able to play at this level. Then you go back to the 2 goals he scored. The one off the corner, the pace, the power, the accuracy he hit it with. He gave the guy concussion. I'm pretty sure he won't be available this weekend, that player. And then you look at the other goal, Jack. Beats 2 players, bangs it bottom corner. That's what you want from your striker. That's something that Richie just cannot give us. And I've seen more than enough of this guy with very little to know that if we can start providing with a lot more, he could solve our striker problems.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Ian Cook, member for 45 months as an elite member. Big up to Ian. That's very generous support. Saying, good evening, lads. Hope you are well. We need a result tonight or this pressure on Frank will increase.
Yep.
That's what we were talking a lot about in the pre-match build-up, Ian. I think you're pretty much nail on the head there. I think these next 2 games, he needs to find a way to pick up some points just to delay some of these difficult conversations and these, frankly, honestly, no pun intended there, but just hard conversations really about, whether he is the right man for the job and whether he can handle this sort of type of pressure. If he picks up a point, however way he does it, away from home against a Newcastle team that we've struggled against in general, it feels like at home, away from home, if he finds a way to pick up a point, you delay those conversations, delay those pressure, and then if he picks up 3 points at home, which is terrible to say, but in a stadium that we have struggled with this season and last season against his old side Brentford, I think he starts to get a bit of merit back from the fan base. So it's a tough week for Frank ahead, and this is what you're paid the big bucks for, really, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
regardless of whether people think I'm being cynical or not. I think he does have to find a way to pick up some points in these next two games, Ian Cook. And thank you for that generous support, by the way.
Big up, Ian. Certainly a guy under pressure, like Jack alluded to. And look, we can sit here and say give him all the time we want. We keep giving him this time and losing games at this rate, you'll be down in a relegation scrap before you know it. We're 5 points above it. Got to start picking up points somehow. There's only so much time you can give a guy when he doesn't warrant it. You got to earn that time, and he earns that this week.
100%, Dave. Alpesh Patel saying, evening, Jack and Dave. I will be away tonight to a gig. Sorry, no Paulinho is an oh dear for me, but the tune without their Gimaresh could be a chance for us. Good way to put it, Alpesh. Maybe trying to be the eternal optimist. Near Aviv saying, need a win, and we need it soon. 100% agree. Robert Harvison is in here as well. Really appreciate you, my man. Tyler saying Poro better not drop another stinker today. That's all I'll say. 100% agreed. Trinidad saying doesn't feel like tonight will deliver the payback to the Magpies that we need to do. But finally, I'll always be the eternal optimist. Thanks for the stream, fellas. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, Trinidad. Thanks for your generous support. Shawnee Maddox, Dave saying, sure, today it starts to click. I'm going for 4-1 Spurs. Big up to you, Sean. Tim Fuego's in here saying, great to see Dave. Given a roaming narrative tonight, free from the technical responsibilities. Yeah, we're giving Dave the number 10 role tonight. He's going to be free flowing. It sounds like what he told me, there were no real complications or anything. So did a fair good job over the time that was gone. Big up, Vim Fuego.
Well, we relate to the Fulham watch along because me and Nick were trying to, because we had set up for solo, but I learned after the PSG one, my throat couldn't take solo. No pun intended, by the way. Pause on that one, I thought, Tyler. And Sean, you're going to have a field day with that one. But in general, I needed someone else to sort of fill in a bit of a gap, to give my throat a bit of a rest. So, it did take us a while to get going, but once we got going, no problems whatsoever.
Right.
But it's good. I'm free. I'm in the number 10 role today. Let's see how we get on.
And then Dropkick Your Teacher with a super chat. I have to speed it up here because we're about to get kicked off. Everybody do sync up with us. People blame the players, but again, more changes from the manager. What do you think he means by that, Artist T?
No, I get what he's saying. Where, I suppose the other side of the argument is where people go give Frank time. It's the players, and look, I'm one of them. I'm not giving the players a free pass. I never have done. It's nowhere near acceptable. Some of these players have had multiple managers now. At what point do you actually like a guy and want to sort of go out and perform for him week in, week out to a large degree? But at the end of the day, you can't stick with a manager if it's just not working and it's going one way. So you got to take the gamble. You can't keep it like this all the way into the January transfer window. There's no guarantees that and if Frank is the bigger part of the problem and you give him a Semenyo and it doesn't work out, then it's probably too late. So I think, in order to save the season, I think this is the final week.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to be the eternal optimist, Poch had a point against Aston Villa. Harry Kane stepped up, he kicked on, never looked back. Could tonight be one of them? Let's wait and see.
Yeah, definitely agree. We have gone kicked off here. Everybody do sync up with us. And then Tony saying, not going to lie, his comments are small club minded. Not this guy. I think, we've been having a lot of conversations about that, Tony. So I don't think you're too far off when it comes to Thomas Frank. I think we've been saying a lot about how he's been sort of lowering expectations and things like that. When, to be honest, I brought this up, like he was brought in to do better than Ange Postecoglou to sort of compete on all fronts. And then he's talking about lowering expectations. I'm not too sure what job he was coming into then. Like, it's not like he's come into another Brentford. He's come into a much higher club status, a team that will have higher expectations. And he seems to be trying to lower them, perhaps just save his own job, which I can understand. But let's be honest, like that didn't fly with me. It just didn't fly with me. It's like, what's the point of sacking the last manager if then the new manager is going to come in and say, come on, we have to lower expectations? Like, well, might as well just kept the last guy then, to be honest. If you get where I'm coming from, Tony. Big up, though. Really appreciate you. We got kicked off, though. Johnson already flopping to the floor. And
it could be a long evening. Look, regardless, even if we win, it's going to be an ugly battle. So let's get strapped in. Let's see how we get on.
Yeah, let's get strapped in. Dave is exactly right.
And has anyone took Martin's advice pre-match show and got 6 beers deep for kickoff? Let me know.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Probably be getting my next one in just a second once we're all synced up here, and in case I see any nervy moments from Spurs.
Oh, go on, win that. Well done, Rami. Oh, no, sorry, Bentancur. Absolutely fantastic challenge from Bentancur there. Porro was being skipped by once again. Brilliant from Bentancur, straight across, aggression, absolutely love that. Let that young lad Hall know he's in for a game.
Six
And by
beers
the
is
way,
not
that
enough
Hall
since
likes
Limpy
to
Down
dive.
Under.
By the way, that Hall likes to dive, by the way. He dived for England against Ireland
True.
in the under-21s, and he done it recently as well in one of the games, so he's a bit of a diver, this guy.
And this
Porro,
guy's
get
been on
across.
fire. Harvey Barnes. Pedro
Deal
Porro
with
needs to
Barnes.
lock him up
Oh,
tonight.
it's too easy. It's just far. If you're a winger, Tonali's sitting there waiting for that. If you're a winger, it's far too easy to attack Pedro Porro. There's no engagement. He allows you to cross ball. Well done.
Good
Come on,
strength from
Destiny.
Udogie.
You animal.
Show him the weight room, son.
Let's go. Porro's got to just go out and engage that. He's got to be more braver. Stop being a pussy. I used to love Porro, but you know that them comments the other day. You're not a true fan. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're not a true player. How about that? He'd cry if we'd done that. It's ironic that, innit? You're not allowed to blue a player for how bad they've been and the goal they caused, but then it's okay for him to come out and call you not a true fan. Absolutely moronic and idiotic that was.
K32 saying, taking some bets on, well, Joe Linton will put in his first dirty tackle.
Oh,
No,
Kudus,
not a
great
good
hold up
pass from
play. Sarr,
Kudus. A bit of a hospital there.
Sarr could have been a bit sharper. Don't let him shoot.
That was always dragging wide. But not a good pass from Kudus there. A bit of a hospital into Sarr.
It was initially good hold-up play. It's a bit high in it. Yeah, in fairness, Sarr does it. He tries to hit it first time. You're right, Jack. Good eyes. Better eyes than me at the minute. The breakaway done you out of good. Does it improve the vision, Jack?
I think because most of the time we've been closing our eyes when watching Spurs. Long ball out from the back
long
from
ball, we're not even
Macario.
getting anyone competing for it. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
If you are going to have long ball, have we not worked on it?
Seriously, sometimes I've asked that question too.
Another easy cross for
Livramento,
Newcastle.
Voltemata, almost a free header.
I don't understand it, Jack. They've got a 6'8" beanpole in the middle, and we think it's a good idea to allow them to cross it into him. What the fuck is going on?
Romero not even jumping or tracking him. Romero's got to do better
this
there.
This is the thing, though. But surely, if you want to try and eliminate Voltemata, you get out there and stop the crosses from coming in. It's simple.
That's also true. It's also true. Sugar Ray with the generous super chat. Really appreciate you, Sugar Ray. I'm a born optimist. We can do this. Come on, you Spurs. Hey, man, we're only 4 minutes in, right? It's not doom and gloom yet.
No, not doom and gloom yet. We'll wait and see. Look, we might get our act together. And look, like I said, although I disagree with the manager and, some of the team selections and all that sort of stuff, I always live in hope, my man. So fair play to you, Sugar Ray. It's a good way to be sometimes. Maybe
we'll go with the Dave rule, right? We'll just count every 5 minutes, Sugar Ray, like in the Europa League final and in some of the other Europa League games from last season. Just 5 minutes at a time, and we'll grow with confidence. Big up, Sugar Ray. Great name, by the way, and really appreciate the generous support. Corner to Newcastle. They're all lined up at the back post here, maybe going for a bit of an Arsenal approach. They need to be aware of Harvey Barnes. He's going to try to get in Vicario's way here.
Any relation to Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer? Let me know, man.
Yeah. Tonali.
Come on, a doggy. Get out there.
Looping cross. Dan Burn wins it. Cleared away. Almost fell to Harvey Barnes there. That would have been dangerous. Kudus chasing after it. Can we get onto this? Bergvall, great header into Johnson. Johnson, first touch is good.
Brennan. Come on, Brennan.
Go. Well done, Johnson.
Oh, it's a good cross. Oh, it's well cut out.
Good ball.
It's a good cross. That's better. That's good play from Brennan Johnson there.
Surely that went out of play, though. That didn't look like a foul either. That looked like that went out of play, though, for a corner. Good play from Johnson. Very direct. Yeah, no, that surely went over the line there. That looked like it fully went over the line for a goal, for a corner.
Oh, they stop it before I even get a look at it. One of you deal with it. Come on, Vic. There we go.
Big clearance from Vic. Better be seeing those all day today. Kudus, incredible hold-up play. Great hold-up play by Kudus. Bentancur into Sarr. Man on. Well done, Sarr and Bentancur.
Let's turn. Let's go, Destiny.
Udogie running out his defender. Well done, Udogie. Out wide to Johnson.
Ball out to Johnson. Can he cross it?
Can he take on his man and cross it in tonight?
Right foot. Plays it
Sar
back to
plays it off to
Sar.
Sar.
I
Bentancur.
think Sar was maybe thinking about a shot there.
Yeah, Udogie, he's got space. He whips it in.
Not a great cross. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't break.
Oh, Voltamata, almost nice stuff there.
Oh, great challenge, Johnson. Nah, fuck you, ref. That's a good challenge. Oh, Kudus was set for a tap-in. That's great play by Young. Oh. Yeah, you're right, Jack. That's a
Foley
corner
went over
kick.
the line.
Yeah, it's a corner kick.
Shocking
We'll
from the
mark that one
referee.
down as Pogmall cheating us already.
Bergvall maybe is going to be more the number 10 today by the way he's pressing.
Get up and help Mwani on the press.
Yeah.
Right, Mwani, you got to get across now. Now Bergvall.
Stick a leg out, Johnson.
It's too easy. That's far too easy.
Murphy.
Jacob Murphy. Looks to swing
Johnson
it. There we
blocks
go.
the cross. They've been crossing it from very deep positions so far, Newcastle. They seem to think that
You
that's
can
how
cross
they
it
can
from
hurt us.
space. You can cross it from space with Voldemort. You can't miss him. You'd actually have to be a really bad crosser to not hit him, though, wouldn't you? Genuinely. You'd have to be shot.
Well done, Pedro.
This is the experiment.
Then he does a stupid back heel. What are we doing,
Pedro?
Got to close this down, lads. Into Voltamata.
No! Good
block
block.
shot by Sar. Or Danzo, sorry. Got to step out. Got to block this one. Voltamata.
Someone get out.
Pedro clears.
Deals with it. That'll do.
Pedro did so well there, and then he
it.
just does an unnecessary back heel. And again, like near your own penalty area, it's just silly. What are we doing?
That's the fans' fault, Jack.
Yeah.
That's where Poro sees it. That's our fault. Dick. At least he dealt with that one at the back post, though. For once.
Yeah, he did so well initially. He read Harvey Barnes, shouldered him, showed a bit of strength, and then he just does, under no pressure at all, just does a stupid back heel. It doesn't make sense.
It's just madness.
Jeez, Dan Burns' mouth is so wide open. You think a fly is going to go in.
Vicario deal with it.
Oh, that was dangerous. Kudus, though, does well.
Come on, Mo. Canali doesn't have it. He doesn't have the pace.
Oh, he should have played Kolomowani. Kolomowani was running him behind.
Oh. Right, let's take a spell now.
It's a good run from
Try and keep the
Kolomowani.
ball for a minute. Poro.
Yeah, nervy start.
To answer your question, Jack, Danzo is that left-sided centre-back, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Good ball into Moani. Tries to get turned. Picks up a throw-in. We'll have that. Okay, we're nearly 10 minutes in and we haven't conceded. Let's go. This is positive. More tactical pads. I swear he does this on purpose. He loves that shot. Adds to his image, doesn't it?
Good to see you, Daniel Larson. Oh,
Mick
good turn
Hermanok
from
says-
Udogie.
Mick Hermanok says, Dave and Jack, you have a message with your watch-along when your watch-along started flashing on the screen.
Not too sure what you mean there, Mick, but
Let me have a look. Oh, there, S for Siri. Is that the one? It's the start of the video. I don't really see it, Mick.
yeah, sorry, Mick.
I'll have a
Corner
look.
for Spurs, though. It was a good run by Udogie earlier.
Right, let's go. Set piece, bread and butter. Come on. We're due one. It's been a long time.
Get in there, Danzo.
That's it, Danzo. Rough him up. Ref, can we get some protection,
Don't you
please?
dare, ref.
It's like a fucking bar brawl in there. Oh!
Out for another
to
corner.
Tottenham Hotspur. Honestly, though, it's like a bar brawl in there. Can the referee sort it out? This little prick, this cheating prick, betting all the time is at the centre of it. Although I like him. He's a good player, Tonali. Come on, Mo. Let's get a good delivery here. Good evening, Chris. Good to see you, Mr. Simpson. King Hoddle, I've seen slugs move quicker than Dan Byrne. Oh, he's giving Danzo the talking to. Are you for real? Ref, he's at it again.
Got a lot of boys in there. Oh, dangerous again.
Smash this. I would have pulled that one.
Yeah, I would have pulled it as well with Poro.
Came down a nice angle. Kudus gets in another ball
way too
way
heavy.
overhit. Gone out for a goal kick. Oh, Lord.
Ugh.
Porro should have shot when that one dropped. If that was me on FIFA, I'm having that all day long.
Or whipped it in again. I agree. Another
what
homer
sort of,
ref, says King Otto. Yeah, well, we'll find out.
what gum do we think Thomas Frank chews? Does anyone actually know? Has he ever been asked for an answer? He's an Airways man, an Extra man, a Tia man.
5 gum. Dentine Ice. Good defending by Romero.
Yeah, it's great defending. Frank had some amount. He had massive bags under his eyes. Are they?
He always does. He always does.
Okay.
He needs to get some like caffeine sort of. Wow, Kudus.
Don't lose it there.
What are we doing there, though, man? What are we doing? Pedro Porro, Harvey Barnes beats him for pace.
Oh my God, he still gets across in. Fucking hell, Porro.
Kudus, man,
there's about an inch
first it was
between
nice,
him
but
and
that's
the
just
end
too
line.
much.
Yeah, exactly. It's initially good by Kudus. It's initially good by Kudus. What is he doing there? But then what's Porro? Like Porro here, he's showing him the outside, which is the right thing to do. But how is he still getting the cross in there? Yeah. Fullback, your favourite to block that.
He's got the big league too, yeah.
Tyler says, are these players brain dead? Some of them look like it, for sure. Some of the stuff you see them do at times. Oh, well done. Ref, come on, we'll have that one, thank you.
No, he's giving it as a handball. Extra attacking free gum, says Limpy down there, exactly. Attacking free gum, that's really funny. He heavily rotates his gum flavors, says Hey Hills. That's also hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder, does he rotate him out? He does his teams.
Yeah. One week it's mint, the next one it's strawberry. Other days it's a whole different brand.
Well done.
Come on, Johnson. Gets it stuck in his feet.
Hall.
Good pressure from Bergvall. Win this, Enzo. Win this.
We need to buy a player like Tonali. Gives us that passing range. That's a goal kick. That's a goal kick. Who's the ref today? Let me have a look. Who's the cheat?
Sergeant Stressful saying he doesn't rotate his gum. He just keeps stacking them.
I used to be terrible in school for chewing gum and sticking it under a desk.
He just reuses old pieces of gum.
Oh, it's Peter Wanks in charge today, Jack. And Darren England in the VAR room. We're in for it today. We're not going to get the fair rub of the green.
Big up, Sergeant Stressful. Hope you're keeping all right.
Big up, Sergeant. Hall with the long throw here, it looks like. Let's see if we can deal with this. I'm just going to use Voltamada's head as a fucking pinata today.
They're going for a long throw. Dealt with by Sar. Good clearance.
That's it,
Get out there, Johnson.
Get up there. Now, Moani, go and press that goalkeeper.
Here we go.
Force Rams bottom long. Thank you.
Vicario.
Jesus
Christ.
He's playing rugby, Ramsdale there. He's put that right into the corner. If he's on the England rugby team, he'd be applauded for that.
So far, Newcastle have had more shots. Spurs have had none. Actually, no, we've had one. I don't know why the stats said we'd had 0. We had the Johnson moment. Or no, that was a cross, actually. Sorry, that was a cross. Wasn't a shot. What am I saying?
Oh, well done.
Moani. Oh, very well done by Moani.
Oh, well done.
Get rid of it, though, man.
Well done. That's fucking brilliant from the man. Just gets us up to halfway, single-handedly, skins 2 players down the line. That's beautiful. Great feat. Frank getting in Porro's ear. He's close to blowing on him there. Bergvall.
Bergvall. Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Poor from Bergvall. Really poor.
Oh, and Porro's already gone as well. I mean, oh no, it's on the edge of the box again.
Oh, that
Vicario
was
saves it
dangerous.
this
That was their
time.
best chance.
Young
Easily
Lewis
their best
Smiley.
chance.
What is Bergvall and Porro doing down this right
What
hand
is
side?
this pass from Bergvall earlier, though? The pass that Bergvall gave to Porro was shocking.
But even Porro on the return, if you're giving it, don't go. You don't trust the kid in possession. Sit in. Don't go like a lunatic. But you're right. Bergvall's got to be stronger there as well and better on the ball.
Well, not as much stronger. I just feel like the way he ballooned it up to Porro already put us into trouble. Good pass from Kudus. Bergvall can't control
what is wrong with this guy? He doesn't even know where he is, let alone fucking what stadium.
That was a good pass from Kudus. Good pressure from Bergvall. Raf! Come on, lads.
It's bad when you're praising a guy for beating 2 players down the line and getting a throw in at halftime. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on, Spurs. Remember who we really are, and let's get after them. There we go. 2 of them, not one of them pick it up.
Here we go. Bentancur. Play forwards into Kudus.
There's 2 players there. There we go. Now play it.
Unorthodox. Good touch by Sarr.
Yeah, brilliant touch.
Not an easy touch there. Romero, can he pick out a pass? Danzo slides it on to Udogi.
This isn't looking good. Yeah.
Spurs.
Just go back to Vicario.
Get there, lads. Well done, Sarr. Referee's blown it up.
You could see that. You could see that coming. Go back to Vicario and relieve the pressure, Romero. Don't give it on to Danzo. You're already... I guarantee you they're going to use Danzo as a trigger press today. Guarantee you.
Romero's had a shaky start, though. As much as I love the guy, he's had a pretty shaky start.
But just relieve the pressure and go back to I don't get it. It's just nonsense. And then it leads to this.
I do like Udogi's neon boots with this kit. It's actually quite nice.
I really like the yellow kit, actually. It's growing on me. I really like the yellow and the blue with it. Reminds me of the old Adidas one a little bit.
But yeah,
I'm not a guy for mad colours. You know me, Jack. I'm black or grey or white, you know.
Udogi's gone full highlighter tonight. Dealt with like Colomawani out for a corner.
He's our best defender today, Milani. Yes, he's clearing everything. Dean Cox, what's more worrying is I can't see any attacking passages of play 4 months in. Fair point.
Yeah, I think that's a big question for a while now.
Let's just hope we can defend this.
Yeah.
Even if we can't score, just keep a clean sheet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's overhead.
Oh, wait, that's way overgone. Let that go out. Thank you. Right, I don't even want to see us play out from the back here. Just push it long, get up in there half now. Just go long. That Tyndall, he really loves himself, doesn't he? Him and Newcastle is a perfect match. He fits in right up there, he does.
Well, we're doing exactly what you want, Dave. We're just getting pumped along here.
Yeah. Oh, we can't keep inviting pressure like that. You got to go and try and go along at some point. Mix it up. Can we compete? No.
Not kicked far enough by Vicario. Needs to go all the way up to the striker.
Yeah, it's a poor kick out, really, isn't it? It barely reached halfway.
Oh, well unlucky from Sarr. Get there, Bentancur. Well done, Bent.
Ref,
man.
That ref
is everything.
soft.
That looked like a fair challenge. Looked like a very clean challenge from Bentancur. All he did was just step across him and win the ball.
He's never coming out with that ball against 2 Spurs players. He done him a favour there.
Especially lots of games I've watched in the Premier League. They tend to let a lot go, I feel like, now, the referees. I don't know why he's blown that up as a foul. Let's see it here. Yeah, he wins it with his heel. He's won the ball there, Bentancur.
I think Sarr might have clipped him. Still, though, he was never getting out of there. So he done that on purpose. He left his leg there.
Voltamato holds it up for them. Good
Go on,
bad
Adobe.
pass, though.
Here
Can
we
we
go.
get forward here?
Johnson, get on you. Johnson, sprint. Sprint, you. Please sprint ahead of him. Someone sprint.
Johnson is literally walking there.
Oh, my God. What chance have we got when your winger
Johnson
refuses
is
to go
walking, and he also
on the
lets the
overlap?
first pass get out so that they can get out as well.
But
Johnson,
it's even
man,
worse than that. He doesn't even get himself in the possession. He's
he
jogging
needs to be
beside the
making an
Newcastle
overlapping
player, so
run.
he doesn't get the ball.
He needs to make an overlapping run to help out Udogie. Udogie had a great interception there, and Johnson's walking.
Which the only place that Dougie could go was on the overlap. It's just football IQ. Get on the fucking sprint.
I think Brendan Johnson isn't in shape, to be honest. Plenty of times when I watch him, he seems to pick and choose when he can run fast.
Yeah. It's so infuriating. As a winger, you understand Udogie's nowhere to go. Let's give him a passing option. Go in behind, and he can't even do that. It's so infuriating.
The yellow card already. Jesus, ref, man. That's his first challenge. It's not even that late as well. It's not even that late. Come on, ref.
Come on, Spurs.
Romero's had a shaky start. He's already on a yellow.
Yeah. If your captain's letting you down, it's a really bad sign. One, he's had more touches in our box than what he's had in the opposition box so far. It's embarrassing. There we
Good
go.
win by Kolomoani. Johnson, that's a suicide pass, man. What is Johnson doing there? He just plays it right next to a player that's 2 feet away from him. Well done by Bentancur. What a challenge.
No, ref.
Yeah,
no,
man.
ref.
How many Bentancur challenges are we going to blow up at this
Oh,
stage?
my God.
It's another clean challenge.
It's shoulder to shoulder as well. It's not my fault he went to the gym.
How many challenges? Bentancur's put in. He's been blown up for 3 fouls, Bentancur. All of them have been clean. He wins the ball again. Like,
shoulder
Jesus,
to
what are we doing
shoulder.
here?
That's a legal challenge in football, shoulder to shoulder. That's a joke.
He's won the
He's
ball,
Joel
and then
Linton.
he's
He's
hit
a
him with the
dirty
shoulder.
diving
Like,
machine.
I've never seen a cleaner challenge in my life. What are we doing? It's also Joe Linton, the biggest prick in the game as well. Like,
shoulder to shoulder.
Why are we
See, the
protecting
problem is
Joe Linton?
Problem is, these referees haven't played the game, so they just think everything's a fucking free kick. I'm sick of it.
This is one of the cleanest challenges you'll see this game.
Shoulder to shoulder, that's allowed in football. It's not fucking netball we're playing. Jesus Christ.
And he won the ball while giving him shoulder to shoulder. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what else is he supposed to do? Bell, good pressure from Barrett.
Oh, he can't wait. He can't wait to
come out, Vic. Come out, Vic.
You probably give it back now.
Jesus, ref, man. It's just his referee's been blowing up far too much. Plenty of challenges we've had where we could have maybe led to a counterattack. Blown up as a foul. He's honestly rescued Newcastle a few times now in midfield. They've played some passes into players where we've won the ball and we could have been on the transition, and then he just blows it up for them.
It's madness.
Especially that is, I mean, you know, it's not pretty, but that is what we're relying on. We're relying on winning the balls in midfield like that. He's not giving us any favors, this ref.
No.
All right, throwing Spurs.
I will say we haven't won one of them long balls either. Our ability in the air is fucking shocking. We haven't won one of them yet.
I'm a little worried about Romero, though.
Yeah, it's not been a good start, lad. That's got to be. Thank you, ref.
Honestly, pipe down, Livramento, please.
Good player, Livramento. I remember mentioning.
How many challenges have they been given, though? Please pipe down.
I know. Oh, Parole.
Goes long into Kudus. Can he hold it up? He does somehow. What play from Kudus. He is unreal. He is unreal. Incredible hold up from Kudus. Johnson.
The guy could hold up the Leaning Tower of Pisa at this stage. Right, bit of possession here. Let's see what we can do. Can we carve something here?
Get into Bentancur.
It's just no movement. There's no one really dropping, looking for it.
Yeah, it's completely vacant.
Porro goes long. Tries to find Bergvall, just not enough on it. And Newcastle are out again. It's just 1-2s from Newcastle. We can't even complete 2 passes.
Balls in behind for Harvey Barnes. Behind. Romero, you got to close him down.
Out.
Good block
well
by Romero.
Good block.
Close him down here. Close him down, Johnson. Ducks away from the header. He literally
Porro does well
doxed
there.
Johnson.
Oh, 20, survived 25 minutes. Come on. You see with Newcastle, there's 1-2s, there's movement. You know, with us, it's so static. There's no fluidity. It's so annoying to
Yeah,
watch.
I agree.
They make football so simple. 3 passes and they got it up into our box. We struggle. If we can't get the ball to Kudus and hold it up, we can't get up the pitch at all. And even when he does hold it up, we still can't get up the pitch sometimes. It's embarrassing. Cario pumps it long again.
We need someone like Bergvall, though, to drop. If we have no one showing for the ball, someone like Bergvall needs to, at least. He's number 10.
Ref, that's
just
a free.
running around like a headless chicken.
You would have given that to Newcastle, ref. Come on, Peter.
He's running around like a headless chicken, Bergvall.
Yeah, he's had no effect on the game whatsoever. We can't even get a long throw to Moani. Oh, my God. What chances the guy got? What chances he got? Danzo hoofs it long. Johnson keeps it in and he's pressing.
Pressure on.
Right, Bergvall. Let's go, Kudus. Come on, Kudus.
Well done, Kudus.
Good pressure.
Well done. Get onto it, Bergs.
No foul now. No foul. Oh, he does him.
Has to go back, though. Close to winning it high up the pitch there.
Yeah, very close. Newcastle just waltzing into our half here. Come on, Bergvall. Let's go, Moani. Got to try and get some pressure on the ball. Unlucky destiny. Dan Byrne. Moves it out wide to Barnes. Barnes
down
in
the line
behind
to
for
Joelinton. Come on,
Bentancur, you got to go.
He can't be taken there, lad.
Well done.
Another corner.
Corner kick. Who's picking up the Eiffel Tower here in the middle?
So far, 0.00 XG. Yeah.
Come on, let's see if we can defend this.
Bentancur, good challenge.
And again,
come on, lads, same team.
You think they'd recognise that by wearing the luminous yellow, Jacko?
Jeez.
You can't miss each other.
Fair point. Yeah, fair point. Like, if we're under panic stations, you know, maybe that's all right to clear it like that, but it didn't seem like we need to clear it that desperately. Yeah. That was pretty
and
unnecessary.
Actually, speaking of panic stations, I suppose that's one positive we could take from the first half an hour. We're not. I know we haven't laid a glove on them. We're not exactly at panic stations.
Yeah,
either.
It hasn't been. There's been 1 or 2 decent chances for Newcastle. The one with Voltamata and then the other one with Miley. But apart from that, I wouldn't say any others. They have been by far the better team so far.
Oh, by far the better team for sure.
Well done, Sar.
Sticks with the task.
I'm definitely asking questions of Bergvall, though, so far. I just feel like he's had no impact, considering he is being asked to play a bit higher up than Sar and Bentancur. Bentancur and Sar, to be fair, have put in some good challenges.
But every time Bergvall's touched the ball, which isn't many, he's also lost it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what Pedro Porro's doing over there.
I don't even know what Frank's looking at on the iPad, actually, either. It just... Oh,
why is he winning that?
That's trouble.
Why is he winning that?
The thing is, I get Dan Burns 6 foot odd, right? And he's difficult. But we didn't even jump there, look.
I think Tia wins this,
Didn't even get off the ground. Didn't even get off the ground. You got to be challenging. Get up and take that head in the back of the head at times if you need. And go down and win a free kick.
Bentancur, well done. Kolomoani plays it. Sar's on the ball here.
Can we feed Moani there, Sar? Doesn't even look. Just jogging across.
Jogging around.
Porro throwing his
Everyone's asking each other to. Everyone wants a breather, clearly.
Romero,
well done by Romero.
Gets turned.
Sloppy giveaway from Bentancur.
Shocking. Right idea. Just shit execution.
Udogie. Come on, Vic.
Oh, Lord.
Is that corner or another goal kick?
It's got to be a goal kick, surely.
Yeah, it looks like a goal kick.
Yeah. Jacob Murphy hanging around trying to get a corner there. Oh. What a shit game of football this has been to watch.
Yeah. Not the first time we've said that this season.
I need matchsticks for the second half. Keep the eyes open.
Tape.
Yeah. Right, win this.
They call it straight jacket football.
Oh my God, we are.
It's Hannibal
atrocious
Lecter
in
football.
possession.
Win this, Pedro. Well done,
There we
Kudus.
go. Well done, Mo.
Forward here.
Go on, Mo.
Get
Go on,
forward.
Mo.
Oh,
There we go,
Incredible,
Moani.
man.
Oh.
Unlucky.
No, there's space here.
Pedro, you got no one near you, man.
Oh no.
Why are we paying it to Kudus there? What are we doing, lads? What are
He's
we
on the
doing?
ground
Joe
and we're
Linton.
playing it to him.
What are we doing there? It's ridiculous. Who played it to Kudus?
Bentincore. Oh, it's a looping cross for Cario. Safe hands.
All right, lads.
Right, you're gonna have to hold that.
Cario, give them time. Give them time to set up. Give them time.
Oh no, no! The touches already make this a bad play. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh
So
my
hard
God!
to
Have
watch.
you ever
Again,
seen
though,
the
like-
worst team in possession?
Again, though,
But
where is
part-
Bergwall, man? I feel like
Well,
he's just
Vicario
not
has
dropped
to
it
hold
deep.
it up.
Yeah.
Vicario should be giving them time to give a breather. But then Danzo's touch, the first touch, already signalled warning. Porro, down the line, no one there. What the fuck are we doing? What are we? We are embarrassing. We'd be beaten by
We have
another 9.
literally no clue at all when we get the ball. We have no clue whatsoever what we're doing when we get the
No
ball.
clue, no patterns of play, no idea, no outball, not even a target guy to try and work off. It's shocking.
We are Spurs TV. Johnson has gone ghost again. We need Shaggy and Scooby to find him.
They've all gone ghost.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to pile on Johnson, I would say the same thing with Bergvall right now. But I understand Bergvall is everyone's favorite player at times. But seriously, this guy, he's so many times when we're asking someone to drop deep in midfield to pick up the ball, he's not doing it.
That's too easy, that. That's
Oh
too
my
easy.
lord. It's off the post.
Another it's way too easy.
Newcastle easily could have scored there.
Oh, no.
Danzo, you gotta get rid, man.
Someone,
Why
let
are
me
we
see.
not jumping for these corners or these crosses in?
It's just way too easy. They just lulled us into a false sense of security. Who's that? It's that Bentincore. It's not good enough. They hit the post. Bentincore up against Joe Linton. Not good enough. Anyone else but Joe Linton, that's probably in. He just doesn't
Well, we
know
might
how
be
to
lucky
score.
tonight because Joe Linton's usually the one that does score against us.
True.
But that's already danger
Jesus.
marks. It's been all Newcastle so far. Literally no spell where Spurs have looked good.
Oh,
my God, man.
Oh my God. I can't watch this anymore in possession. I can't. It is
Dave,
just a waste
anytime
of
we're
my
in
day.
possession, I'll just tell you to close your eyes.
Oh.
Open your eyes when we're defending. Close your eyes when we're in possession. It's painful
It just
to watch.
gets more amateur as the minute goes on.
Yeah. Sergeant Stressful with the super chat. This play style is just weird and so negative. I'd expect it with a bottom 8 to 5
There's no
teams in the
place
Premier
like
League
doing it.
table, but not a team like Spurs. Players are disinterested for sure. That's it. I mean, man, we just have no clear idea what we're doing at all. Good
Oh,
ball,
one
though,
second.
into Johnson. Get on to
Come on,
this,
Bergkamp.
Eriks. Good
Good
ball.
ball.
Give a
Johnson,
hit.
play it back. Oh, play it back to him.
Man,
Kudus. Goes for the curler. It's blocked.
shoot it, Johnson. What are you doing?
Shoot it. Put it back to Bergvall. One of the two.
He literally
Not
goes
step on the
backwards.
fucking
Johnson goes backwards. What does he do?
Kudus.
Oh,
Doesn't-
Kudus.
Can he find the ball? Good ball across Bergvall. Oh. I thought he flicked it in.
Did
Oh.
that not go in?
Unbelievable Kudus. It's a great bloody ball as well.
Oh my
Oh.
God! It's going to go over the bar. think it went over the bar.
It's gone wide or over the bar.
Gone over the bar.
Oh, unlucky.
Would have been a hell of a finish.
That's much better, though. Oh, that would have been a great goal.
Just Johnson, though, Dave. He needs to shoot that.
Yeah.
Johnson was played clean through. It was a great ball by Bergvall, by the way. Bergvall plays a great ball in behind for him, and he decides to go backwards. What the fuck is he doing?
Oh,
this is the guy everyone wants to play as a striker, and he decides not to shoot that. Any striker would shoot that.
Yeah. But the Sergeant Stressful super chat, I mean, there is no game plan. Do you see one unfolding over the last 4 months? I don't. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking. But we are getting forward again here, though, so maybe we'll keep talking about how bad we are and they can get forward. Shoot. Moani.
Good hit.
Kudos. Going on the left. Oh, unlucky. Tries to put it through the legs of the defender.
Back to Poro.
He's got the beat in the hole.
Wants to take him on. Nope. Poro. Take him on. Come on, Kudos.
Bentancur. What can he do?
Not a good touch from Bentancur. Pedro.
Look, play him.
He's got runners there.
Fucking
Why are we going all the way backwards?
Johnson was actually in a good position for once.
Pedro. See Johnson. Johnson's making good runs, lads. He's making good runs.
And now he's telling them that oh, my God.
Johnson has made 2 or 3 good runs there. Feel for as much as I can. I love to pile on Johnson, but seriously, he's made 2 or 3 good runs there. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Take a risk, lads. Take a risk. Play. It's not even a risk. It's an obvious pass. Like, it's not even a risk. It's actually generous to call it a risk. Play the pass.
Some of the stuff we refuse to do, it honestly looks like they're playing to get him the sack.
Or they're being told deliberately not to play these passes. It's insane.
Or that.
Bergvall.
Go on, Bergvall. Go on,
what
Lucas.
A run.
Drive.
What a run.
Come on,
Keep
kid.
going.
Keep going, kid. There we go, kid. Well done.
Well done, Bergvall.
You've done brilliantly there.
He's coming alive now, Bergs.
Let's put it in, Mo.
Play him in.
Someone put it in.
Get it into the box. Flicks it over Udogie. Good skill.
You got
Don't foul. Don't foul. Well done, Udogie. Well done. Star into Colo.
Attack that side now.
Come
Attack
on, Colo.
that side now. Come on, Colo. It's the footwork.
He's alive.
Bergvall, look at. Oh my God.
My Lord, he wasn't ready for it.
Just at the right. Just at the wrong.
Come on, Spurs.
We're rallying now. Now we're starting to get into it.
Come on, boys. Romero, play the pass.
Romulus, good run.
He's in the box.
Stay up there. Stay up there. Get it in. Come on. We need a Romy. It's a good ball.
Romero, Colo.
Post Moani. That's much better from Tottenham Hotspur. Come on. It's much better. Better intent there.
0 point.
Sergeant Stressful, you catalyzed that one, my man.
We're cooking.
We're getting going now.
0.26 XG is better than probably the last 4 games, so we're cooking now. Come on, boys.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe Joe Linton not scoring against us today is maybe the luck we need, you know.
Seriously. He would have put that in any other game. Big up, Sergeant Stressful. Really appreciate your generous support. Brett Loft, member for 35 months. Black Hat member saying, Gunnar Vinay is giving us this Frank Dross. That's funny, actually. Yeah. Secret agent Vinay.
Yeah.
Frank Tesham. That is funny.
Big up, Brett. Good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Secret agent. Brilliant.
King Hoddle saying, oh my God, we started playing. Seriously.
Well, hopefully
there's a period, though, King Hoddle, when, like, I don't know what the hell we were doing, but Johnson, like I said, he made 2 or 3 good runs where he was showing for the ball and behind, and no one, there were 3 different players there that didn't want to play him in behind. I just don't get it.
My worry is though, like, don't get me wrong, good to see us playing a little, which is good, but we usually have a 10-minute spell in every game. We just don't do anything with it. Hopefully that's not the end of it. Hopefully we see more.
We're cheering for Crumb, says Paolo Maratti, 100%, but it's just what it is at the minute, man.
Look,
it is what it is.
Where we're at.
Where we're at.
Look, don't get me wrong, it's sort of embarrassing, but at the end of the day, we're all Spurs. No one wants to lose games, you know what I mean?
Expectations, you know.
When you're this low of confidence, you got to praise the simple things and get them back to doing what we do best when we're at our best. Win that, well done. Now follow it up. Brilliant. There we go. Bit of rough and tumble. Come on. There we go.
Shoulder, 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 shoulder.
Look, no one thought we'd be 41 minutes in and filling it off.
It's very little, like you said, Crumbs. We've been the better team in the last 6 minutes. Danzo, what are we doing?
Rami, good ball. That's a better ball. There we go.
Kudos, good hold up play.
Go
good
on, get
turn.
him. You got him. You got
Great
him.
turn.
There's 2 on him.
Well done.
Oh, well done.
Good strength.
Now lay it off. Brilliant. Kudos.
Time.
That's much better.
Time.
Find Mawani.
Time.
Give it to Mawani's feet. Give it to Mawani. Good ball to Kudos. Get turned.
Love it.
Get it in.
Whip it in, man.
Sar does. Good ball to Bergvall. Flicks it again.
Ooh. Kudus or Sar should be the ones whipping, or Kudus or Bergvall.
Oh, well done, Sar. Oh, come on, Poro. You got to
should be the ones whipping it in there, not pop onto Sar.
You're spot on, Jack.
I don't know why they're reluctantly.
It's not even a great cross by Papa Sar, to be honest with you.
Another great flick from Bergvall. Come on, though, lads. Bergvall is starting to liven up, though, as much as I criticized him.
DJ AK, Dave's local Indian, is out washing cars due to the lack of funds due to results lately. Yeah, absolutely spot on, DJ. Yeah. He's had to get a side hustle.
Yeah.
Honestly, you see his face beam up when I walk in. He loves me. I think he just likes the fact that I spend my money there.
Nearly a good win from Romero.
Oh, if we win a game, he'll text me. I've got it ready.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on, let's get after it.
Double chips.
Although I'm trying to be good on the run up to Christmas here, DJ AK, because I feel like I'm going to go ham on Christmas Day. Oh, Danzo, geez, please. On, there we go. That'll do. Let's go, Mawani. Get after it.
Love Danzo, but at times he is just so clumsy.
It's just, if he's clumsy on the ball, why are we playing him at left side of centre-back as well? You know, at least play him on the side he's comfortable. Romero will be better there. Big up, DJ. How are you keeping, my man? We got to have that phone call, by the way.
Big up, Anthony.
He's too busy out on a pizza spinning, Jack. Out on Linekers.
He does tan pretty well, to be fair.
Yeah, he does, actually. He gets an extraordinary tan. Very quickly as well, by the way. Bit jealous. Walk around like Ronaldo.
DJ AK. Ibisa's Ronaldo. Ibisa Ronaldo. That's hilarious. Come on, lads. Get there, Bergs. Oh, how's that gone over? Come on.
Defend it. Don't concede now. Please don't.
Harvey Barnes.
Please don't.
Upper corner.
Goal kick, ref. Let's give us something today.
Offside is given. Yeah.
Voldemort, a great decision. That line, you'd swear he's playing with that haircut, wouldn't you? Honestly, you'd swear he's making his debut. It's a joke.
It's Lego head stuff. What is Vic talking about here?
I don't know. He said something's happened to him twice anyway.
Maybe from the fans?
Well, Vic has to go and speak to him anyway because Romero can't. He keeps getting booked and he's already on a yellow. Anytime Romero goes and speaks to the referee, he gets a booking. Here we go. He's going over to report something. I think you're right. He is getting something from the fans, Jack. Referee's telling the fourth official to take note of something here. Not even the fourth official.
Maybe he's received some abuse or something. Or he's been hit by something. Maybe he's been hit by something.
Slow it down before halftime.
Well done by Vic. Lazy 8, good to see you, Lazy 8.
I think he's saying stuff is being thrown on the pitch and he's stepping on it. Love to know what he said there. Anyone know what he's reporting if you can hear the commentary, guys? Skunkworks. Vic was confused, asking why he hadn't been booed by his own fans yet.
That's hilarious.
Big up, Nico. Good to see you, my man. Again, really appreciate you digging me out at the weekend, man. Big up, Skunks. That's funny. Let's see if we can get an attack here before halftime.
What a touch.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, he's falling over.
Yeah. That'll
Handball.
do. There we go,
Well
Danzo.
done. Go
Brilliant.
forward, Kudus. Come on, kid.
Come on, Kudus. Bergvall, go. Make a run.
Well
Keep
done,
hold of it.
Bergs.
Go back now. Go back. Oh, he's there. Porro's there. Go back.
Well done, Bergvall. Well done. Time,
Romulus.
Romero. Sar, get it out of your feet. Good
Well done.
touch.
Johnson. Oh, my
Johnson, you're so
God.
shit, dude. You're
That
so
is
shit.
shocking. Now Newcastle are on the counter. Just, oh, well done.
Well
Who's
done,
that?
Danzo.
It's unbelievable.
Danzo's saving Brendan's bacon there. Saving Johnson's bacon there.
Halftime. Halftime. I'll take it.
You take going into halftime 0-0, but there's not a whole lot to.
No.
I mean, the only
We've had our
positive I can think of is that they've had 2 or 3 chances, Newcastle. They had the Joe Linton one, they had the Voltamata one, and then there was the one for Lewis Miley. Potentially one of those. I think the Lewis Miley one they should have scored, to be honest. I think that was a pretty clear opening. The Joe Linton chance, to be fair, like that would have been a hell of a finish, to be honest. And then the Voltamata one as well. Like that would have been a pretty impressive finish. Not saying that you don't see those go in the back of the net. You often do. But we haven't been it's been mostly Newcastle, but at least I can say I don't think we've been maybe I'm just low expectations today, but we've not been peppered, I guess, by Newcastle so far. But it's been mostly them this half, and if it continues this way, you would imagine they'll probably put it in the back of the net at some stage. But
Yeah,
that's the way I would probably portray
I think
it.
with
We're not being
Newcastle,
totally dominated, maybe is the way to look at it.
No, I think with Newcastle, if you're Eddie Howe, you're saying to your players, tighten it up a little, take care of your crossing and all a bit better, and you'll get at Tottenham. With us, look, don't get me wrong, I'll take being 0-0 here, with the hidings we've taken in years gone by. I think we all came in here fearing the worst. They did hit the post. We sort of got away with that one to a large degree. Outside of that, bar Miley's shot, we haven't really been tested. But the warning signs, I would argue, is there. There's been times where we've been switched off, and we'll end up paying the price for it. But my big concern is, what the fuck are we trying to do in possession? How are we trying to get at them? How are we trying to hurt them? It's absolutely shocking. And look, it's not all on Frank. Some of it when Porro's backheeling it down in the corner in his own back line. Madness. Kudos, soloing it around, in his own back line. Madness. But again, like when we get the ball, the plan is to probably go long, but not one player has won a header, which we've gone long with it. When we do try and play out from the back, no one actually really knows or sort of looks like they know what way we're going to, like where we're going to get the ball to and then speed up the attack and stuff like that. It seems like they're making it up as we go along. We don't get me wrong. We've had some of them. We've had some moments ourselves, where we could have maybe got a goal off the back of it. But what I would say though, Jack, is the fact that we got into halftime 0-0, the fact that Joe Linton usually scores and hit the post, maybe against all the odds, tonight could be our night where we end up snatching something out of this. Like, this is the thing. Usually in first half under games in Thomas Frank, we are usually bad. But one thing I do notice is for the next 10, 15 minutes in the second half is usually when we pick our moment to go at the opposition.
Yep.
So if we can nick one, all of a sudden it's game on. But like you said, the warning signs are there. If Newcastle turn it up a little bit, we could easily crumble here.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that, Dave, and I think we'll touch on that. Just want to take some quick comments from people. Johnson has been a waste of fresh air since Daniel Larson. Limpy Down Under saying 6 more beers are probably now required at halftime. I think some people would agree with you there, especially Martin Knightsbridge. Dropkick your teacher saying, Jack, you are being too generous. I probably am, man, but it's just, the way that it is at the moment. Artist T. Shawnee Maddox saying 0-0 at halftime. I will take it. Time to steal this late with some smash and grab stuff. Absolutely agree there. Yeah. Maddie Bynum, really appreciate your support, saying, hey, Big Dave and Jack, love listening to your guys' watch along. So much better than listening to the live radio. Right. Keep it up, lads. Praying for a miracle up there tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah. It will take a miracle, Maddie Bynum, and really do appreciate your generous sentiments. And listen, we're hanging on. We're clinging on. I'm encouraged by the fact that a guy like Joe Linton did end up not putting that at the back of the net. Potentially, it could be our night because he's a guy who's always managed to put in his best performances against Spurs. He sometimes even gets away with murder, it feels like, against Spurs when it comes to some of the challenges and stuff that he puts on. He's also as well gone down, like a sack of shit on so many of the challenges that, he's like 6'4". Like the guy's built like an absolute Hulk, and he just gets touched and he falls to the ground and they're blowing it up for him. He's just one of those guys that for whatever reason always gets the rub of the green against Spurs and just tends to really put in his best performances against us. But the fact that he missed that chance, again, I'm only making mountains out of molehills here, but I think that is encouraging that maybe we could get something from this game. But then also, I would say it's not like I could name five, six chances, clear cut chances that they've. It's not like I'm saying, that they've, that they could be 4-0 up. It's not one of those games. Like I felt like against
Yeah.
Fulham when I watched back that game. I don't know if you agree with me, Dave. The 2 goals they scored were a bit random, Fulham, but they could have scored 2, 3 other
Oh
chances
yeah,
that they
easy.
didn't end up scoring. Whereas I wouldn't say we've been dominated as much as maybe we were against
Is
Fulham
that
or
because
something like
more
that.
of Newcastle's maybe bad play in the forward areas at times, over hitting
Probably.
crosses and stuff like that, more so than us defending it well?
Probably. I think if anything, they probably got sloppier maybe over time.
Yeah,
Newcastle, like in the opening minutes, they looked pretty sharp. They were
yeah.
putting in some good crosses. They were winning the ball back, and then all of a sudden, we actually started kind of getting our foot on the ball a bit more. I don't even know if that's out of our own good work. I think they just started to sort of peter out a little bit, Newcastle, for whatever reason. So if that can continue to happen, maybe we can get something from this game, Matty
Mm,
Bynum. But really generous support, and thank you for the kind sentiment and the kind words. Stevie Frazier saying Kudus has been so weak on the ball and his delivery continues to underwhelm. I don't know if he's been totally weak on the ball, but I would say him and Poro at times are frustrating where they're in good positions to cross the ball or take on their man, and they're just not doing it for whatever reason.
mm.
That's the one thing I'm getting a little bit frustrated by. And then Jerome with the super chat saying 0-0. I will take that right now, considering how crap we've been since the start. I think Jerome often, even if people feel like I just think Jerome is often actually quite fair. Even just the other day, there was a comment that he made. I'm forgetting what, but we were talking about something. And I think it was around the booing actually. And Jerome was actually a lot more fair than I expected him to be. I actually took Jerome to be someone that would be booing, a lot, during games. But he says he's normally not that type of guy. He says he doesn't feel like it is very encouraging, for the players. So Jerome, I think once again you're being quite fair. I think we all would have taken a 0-0 going into halftime, and I don't think we've been totally dominated by Newcastle. I think Newcastle have been the better team, but for the most part, we're clinging on, and we're not clinging on out of sheer luck. It's just Newcastle maybe haven't put in their best performance yet. It's going to be another 45 minutes though, and like there's still so much more football left to be played. And
Yeah,
imagine that Newcastle are looking at this as an excellent opportunity to leapfrog ahead of us in the table. Both teams right now level on points. Dave brought up they are in excellent form, especially at home. They're always in good form, but they're kind of in the opposite trend to us right now. They've been picking up some results. You would imagine they're going to be fired up coming into the second half. If we can cling on, potentially nick something, we maybe could get out of here with a point or maybe even more. But big up Jerome. We're just trying to find the positives, even though they're not too many. But at least we're not 2-0 down, 3-0 down, or anything like that, like we've seen in the past. Like there have been
yeah.
more than one Newcastle game where Dave and I were close to turn off the watch along entirely. So there's maybe that to consider too.
100%. And look, if we can tighten it up a little bit in the second half, because towards the end
Yeah.
of the first half there, we did have a nice little spell. We ramped it up a little bit, got after the ball, turned it over, went at them, created a few half chances. So there are encouraging signs, but if we can just do that a little bit more in the second half, there's no reason why we can't go on and, take all 3 points from this game if we really want to. I think this is a massive 45 minutes for these players, for this manager, and for our season in general. I think, could sort of dictate our season. You lose and all of a sudden, it's back to Frank out, he's got to go. All of a sudden, the fact that we're in here at half time, people go, yeah, but we didn't lay a glove on Newcastle. We allowed them to come at us and stuff like that. But equally, if we can win, then all of a sudden the noise quietens down and, you're looking upwards, and then the momentum changes in terms inside the camp and stuff like that. So it's a huge 45 minutes. And what gives me a little bit of hope is usually we start the second half of games well for the first sort of 10 minutes at least, and we sort of have the upper hand. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. I'd argue as well, there's a couple of changes that Frank could make to maybe make us a bit better in possession. I think bringing in Van de Ven for about, 35 minutes in the second half will help us progress that ball out from the back smoother than what Danzo's helping us. I think if you could get Udeberg on from Johnson, provide a bit of electricity, a bit of pace, and potentially get Bergval out of there and maybe bring on a Xavi Simons once Newcastle starts tired and there's a bit of space. I think there's certainly a way for us to try and snatch this game. It's not all doom and gloom. It's just What Tottenham team are going to come out in the second half? Let's wait and see. I hope it's not the same as Monaco and Thomas Frank is walking out eating, having packed lunch, and it's like a picnic inside, because I would absolutely lose my fucking mind.
Did they even
Hopefully,
have
there's a
bananas up
clear
there?
game plan in the second half here, Jack.
Do they even have exotic mangoes or bananas, that far north of Newcastle? I really hope not.
More
Thomas
chance of getting
Frank.
haggis up there.
Yeah, yeah, really. There better not be any oranges being passed out at halftime. I swear to God, from Thomas Frank. I really hope not. Um, Tom Lowry saying Spurs fail to have a shot on target in the first half for a fourth consecutive league match.
Yeah.
I don't think, we have had a shot on target. We've had moments where we could have gotten a shot on target, and that's maybe where we're at the minute, where we're not really like expecting that much. I was actually laughing that someone brought up the XG stat that we were higher than 0.0 something. We were at 0.26, and I was like, well, hey, we're doing better than usual. So it's one of those, Tom Lowry, where it is we're scraping the barrel literally at this point,
Yeah.
looking for positives. But now you can't accuse us of being negative. We have been trying to find positives wherever we can. Paolo Moratti saying, I pray that Frank makes a major tactical adjustment so that we can start dominating the ball more. We need players between the lines to help switch from the defense to the attack quicker. I totally agree with that. I think what's been happening a few times is Sarr and Bentancur don't seem to have too many options to play forward to. There doesn't seem to be a Bergvall. Maybe towards the end of the first half there was, but I'm not seeing
The one
Bergvall really show for the ball as much as I would like. Same thing would be said, with Johnson or others. Like, it just doesn't seem like there are not a lot of options to play forward into. Romero, too, he's a guy that always loves to play that forward pass, between the lines through the midfield into someone. But so many times it doesn't seem like he even has much of an option to play into. So I think we need to have a guy sort of, maybe Xavi Simons is that player, to be fair, but we all know that maybe he can't handle this sort of physicality. But we do need someone to show for the ball between the lines a bit more. And then I agree, like so many times in possession, it's still kind of the same case, Dave, isn't it, Dave? Where we do look a bit clueless, in possession
uh,
at times.
absolutely clueless, and we're so static as well. But a part of the problem is, right, you look at Newcastle today, they've mixed up their game. They'll go long, they'll go out wide, they'll put balls in behind. They don't do the same thing every time. With us, we never see balls played in behind. And one moment that summed it up for me in the first half, Adogi's sprinting with the ball. He's got no option but to keep going down the left-hand side. You're screaming at Johnson, sprint on the overlap, give the guy a passing option. He stands inside behind the Newcastle player, jogging alongside him so that he can't make himself available. That's someone that's gone hiding. It sums it up. And honestly, the way I look at us play football and the way I understand Thomas Frank to be defensive minded first and everything else, I'm sure it's an instruction not to get these players sprinting above, beyond the ball and stuff like that, because just in case we lose it and it gets turned over. But that has to change, in order to create passing options for these players in possession, because everyone screams at Bentancur, everyone screams at Sarr. But if I'm in that midfield and I don't have anyone moving around ahead of me looking for that ball, either dropping in, one going in behind, it's a simple thing. It's a simple pattern of play. Gives you two options, whatever one you want to do. Can't even fucking do that. It's absolutely shocking going forward. And look, am I surprised? No. When Thomas Frank came in here and said, I'm working on defensive stability, and that's what I'm working on, that's with huge red flags for me, because I've tried to pinpoint this with Son, with Kane, and for a long, long time. Scoring goals at this level is the hardest thing to do. You have to have a plan around it. And when you don't have a Kane or a Son to rely on, you better even have more of a plan around it. A bar set pieces or corner kicks, which, by the way, teams are now defending against us. We haven't scored off the back of them in ages. We have absolutely no way of getting forward and hurting them because we haven't worked on it. Now all of a sudden, we're in the middle of a season. You get one game, one day on the training pitch between games, and now Frank is trying to work on it. When the time and the
Too late.
magnitude of games coming just doesn't allow it. It's way too late. And that was a flaw from Thomas Frank from the very fucking beginning. No wonder why we look so clueless in possession. You got players looking up. They don't even know where to pass it to, how to go about it. It's shocking.
Tom Lowry saying Everton look like they're going to be beating Bournemouth. This is what I mean, though, like with the league this season, is that if we can pick up a point here at least and get 3 points against Brentford, the league is so up and down at the minute. Like, it's really hard to tell who's actually made of the substance so far. And if we are to pick up 4 points these next two games, we could see us leapfrog all of a sudden, like into the top 10,
Yeah.
all of a sudden. Like Bournemouth, right? In the first, I mean, I was joking to Dave, like in the first like 8 or so games, they looked like one of the best teams in the league. Bournemouth. Now all of a sudden they've been dropping points all,
When they're down to Everton.
yeah, they're losing to Everton. They lost recently to Sunderland when they had a 2-goal lead. Like, they looked like one of the best teams in the league. Now all of a sudden they're dropping points all the time. And they don't even have, Europe or anything like that to compete in. They're just, in the Premier League. So it's one of those where if we can get a point here at least and then go home and somehow pick up 3 points against Brentford, I think it would go a very, very long way. I understand we'll still have question marks about the
Yep.
attacking play and whatnot, but we'll all of a sudden rescue and salvage our chances of competing towards the top end of the table. So next 45 minutes are absolutely crucial here, everybody. So really strap in, get ready. It's massive.
I re-
Newcastle are level with us on points at the minute. This is a massive, massive game for the Premier League table. It is really hard to tell who is good and who isn't really in the Premier League at the minute. It's really hard to tell.
and
But
that's
they're
been our
putting in
saving
Bruno
grace.
Guimaraes, so that's a big call by Eddie Howe. He's decided to put in one of his more creative players, and we know he can cause us problems for sure.
I assume he's probably come in for Miley, has he?
Yeah, you would think so.
He's a good player, Guimaraes. And do you know what?
Him and Tonali are just ridiculous.
If we give Guimaraes a shot around the edge of the box, I am going to lose my
No, he's
fucking
bearing
rag.
it. Yeah.
You know he is. He's him and Tonali, but preferably just not him. And he's a shithouse as well. One thing I really like about Guimaraes is that he can play, but he can also he also has the rough side to his game.
Oh, he does. He's kind of a bit of a firecracker like Romero.
Come on, Spurs. Let's see if we can grab something this half. No changes from Frank.
Any substitutions that you would have made, Dave, or kind of more the same?
No, I think, it hasn't been drastically, fucking atrociously bad where we're hanging on for our lives, where I think he needs to make subs. I think it's fair to give them a bit of a team talk and try and, get a bit more out of them in the second half for the first few minutes. But for me, I would be looking at maybe getting Johnson off. I would be looking at maybe at some point getting a Bergval off. Maybe getting Paulini in the middle of that field at some point as well. Just provide a little bit more steel. Maybe could you squeeze 35 minutes out of Van de Ven today? Could you get Udebur on? I think there's definitely options for us today for sure. I don't want to see him leave this go to 70, 75 minutes. And you can clear we're struggling. We need subs. And then we concede and then he makes subs. I'll lose my rag. Be proactive today, not reactive.
100%. Colmawani taking a knock to the head.
Come on, Bergval, get on it. It concerns me that Mawani is dropping deeper than Bergval. Like, why? Oh, he's off the pitch. Sorry, it was Sarr. My bad. I thought it was Mawani there. Allow him on, Lino. Right, Vic, let's... Who are we targeting now from this long ball? Who are we actually aiming for here? Pump it long. Barely makes halfway. That is such a weak
Yeah,
kick.
his
You're
kicking
right,
is so poor.
You're right. So weak. Vicario pumps it again. Can Kudus get a hold of it?
Yeah, it doesn't even get to Kudus.
Oh, no.
Harvey Barnes.
Two players beat too easy there.
What
good save from
Vicario. Get this out.
Oh, no. Well done, Danzo. Well on, Kevin.
There. It comes
Again,
from
far
Vicario's
too
goal
easy.
kick, though. It comes from his clearances. Like, they're just so poor.
Yeah.
You can't get it launched.
Shot from the edge of the box.
Got to be careful of that with Jacob Murphy. He's actually a sneaky player when it comes to those outside the box shots.
Far too easy against, who's that? Pedro Porro and
Romero.
Oh, my God. That's atrocious defending from the two of them.
Good save.
Danzo here. That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable from Danzo.
Vicario was beat. Great save from Vic.
Great positioning from Danzo. Those are the saves, though, that Vicario is amazing at.
Yeah.
Desperation type saves.
That is his strong point. Absolutely.
Not a good start, though, Dave. But so far, once again, we gotten away with it.
Not encouraging.
Not encouraging.
But again, I suppose if you can get
maybe
away
we're going to
with it,
ride
get
the luck
out the
tonight. Maybe we're going to ride the luck tonight.
Like I said, we need miracle on Frank Street.
Skunkwork saying, "Can I order a Colomboani mask in the Spurs shop?" That's really funny. They're missing the trick. If Daniel Levy were still here, it'd be available.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, well done. That's a ref. He's trampling
well done
on
by
all
Romero.
over him.
Got to get rid of it, Pedro.
Oh, no,
A
turn.
turn. Oh
He's
my
forward.
God,
Oh
Bergvall.
my
What are you doing,
God,
lad?
what is wrong with him? He made that look like an atrocious pass, and it actually
I thought
wasn't.
it was Johnson for a second there with that first
Yeah, for sure. Danzo, good header.
Jesus,
Bentancur,
Bergvall, man. What are we doing, lad?
Romero. Well done,
Bentancur, what a
Bentancur.
touch.
Well picked up. Sarr digs it out. Bentancur takes over onto a doggy.
Play back to Bents. Switch it. Switch it. Dude, you got to switch it there.
A doggy.
Four from Udogi. Well done by Colomwani, though.
But again, it's just a blind pass. Like, he's not even expecting it. Like, these are things that we're not working on. We're just making it up as we go along.
Bentancur's got to get rid of it, though. There, he's playing it back to Udogi. It wasn't the right option. He got to switch it. Johnson, that's so easy, man.
No.
Back post, too far.
Oh, my God.
Johnson, that's so easy. We did have a breakaway there, and Bergvall decided to just not know how to use his legs.
If he just got turned, straight away, he didn't want to get turned even. Just get fucking turned and play forward. Stop being a pussy. Be brave.
Livramento, one-on-one with Johnson. Guimaraes
whips
it back post, free there. Pedro gets there quickly.
Right, Kudus, we need
hold
you
that play.
We need you here.
That play.
Well done. Now, someone show. Anyone? There we go. Brilliant.
Kudus, unbelievable.
Can we get that out to Johnson first time, maybe?
Go for it.
A doggy, take it on. Take it on, kid.
Johnson, stop hiding, dude. Show for the ball.
Oh, if that's Odegaard, he gets that ball off a doggy there and he goes, drives with it.
He's just hiding, man. He's such a coward.
Hey, Bentancur's throwing his arms up.
He's even pointing for them to go backwards there, Johnson. You're the winger. Poor touch from Sarr.
Oh, brilliant work, Ray. Brilliant work.
Colomwani was a poor touch. Well done, Johnson. Now you got time.
Bergvall, get running.
Oh, he leaves it short.
Right, that's all right. Get on the overlap. Oh, yeah, let's do it at walking pace. Fucking Jesus Christ. What is wrong with them?
Any breakaway we have.
Walking pace. It's not over 35's football. Jesus.
That's the greatest way to describe it. We are playing over 35s. And now we have to just pump it long. Jesus.
No, Vic, just go long. There we go. That's much better. Good ball into a doggy.
Good touch.
Come on, Destiny.
Oh, slips.
Oh, my God.
Kept slipping. Oh, no. Time and space for Voltman. Got to clear this. Well done, Romero. What a challenge.
Oh, good ball.
Oh, my God, Johnson. You are useless.
That was a great ball by Sarr into Johnson, and he fucks it up.
Johnson is fucking useless, man. Gone down easy there, though. He's gone down so easy.
Watching pain dry his back.
Nothing to see there, ref. Nothing to see there, ref.
Honestly, I'd rather watch paint dry at this point.
Honestly, though, Johnson would like the touch of like a Port Vale player there, a Notts County player.
Just get Odegaard
probably
on the
being
pitch.
Disrespectful to Notts County. Seriously, what was that touch from Johnson?
At least Odegaard and the doggy know how to link up. Just get it on the pitch.
Odegaard would not at this point. Odegaard or Xavi Simons probably should come in for him. We would get our foot on the ball a bit more. With Odegaard or Xavi Simons, you know you're going to get a bit more possession.
Well, Johnson just doesn't want the ball, does he? He never wants it unless it's in behind and he's in on goal. Yeah. Apart from that, he just does not want it.
Dear Lord in heaven, says Daniel Larson.
If he could pull out that screamer he did for Wales over the international break, I'll take it.
Oh, you got to jump.
Challenge. That's it.
Close it down, Poro.
Well done.
Sarr is there to clear.
Come on, Spurs. Show something here now. Oh, too easy again. Way too easy again.
Oh, jeez, back post.
No.
Nervy stuff. It looks like they took off Tonali, Dave, actually.
Hang on.
So I think they must have taken off Tonali, Dave. And then
Did
they
they?
kept on Lewis
Interesting.
Miley.
Maybe Tonali has a knock. Come on, Spurs, just defend this. Don't give away anything. Not from a set piece, please. No.
Oh, nervy there.
No.
Murphy,
No.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
my
nervy.
God. We've got
So
everyone inside the
nervy.
6-yard box. Yeah, anytime the ball goes in there, it makes me nervous. It's madness.
Come on, let's just get to 60, please.
Work that one out. We've got everyone inside the 6-yard box, and we still can't defend it. Like, oh, my God.
Good clearance from Bergvall, to be fair. Come on, we just got to clear this one, lads.
Again, look at the player. Look at the player sitting there waiting for that ball to be headed out to shoot.
Vic!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well done, Vic.
Coming in right on top of Vicario.
Referee give a free out there? Is he going to give us a free out? No.
It was a good delivery. Very good delivery.
Well done, Vicario. He does.
Yeah, that's it. You have to do that.
It's a difficult one then. Zonal marking here. Corner kick out the other side.
Way.
Fuck him, ref. He's kicked the ball in stands. Give him a yellow.
At least
Newcastle,
it's not an in-swinger.
It's going to be an out-swinger, so we defend it differently. We're pushing players out now. Just pick up your man.
Well done, Danzo.
Kudus,
hold on to it, man.
What a touch.
Well done.
What a touch. Come
Pedro.
on. Come on, Poro. No.
Oh, well done,
Come
Colo.
on, Moani. Come on,
Well
Colo.
done.
Come on,
Come on,
Colo.
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 Ah.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. Good effort.
Get
well
after it,
done,
Bergvall. Well done,
Great
Lucas.
challenge. Oh my
God, Bentancur. Jesus Christ. What is that? That is fucking shocking. That is useless.
F. Bentancur, man. Shocking from Bentancur.
Someone wants to know you're drinking out of a jar, Jack.
Yeah, I'm a mason jar.
24C simple pass. They're the ones that infuriate you, aren't they? I mean,
it was to neither of them. It was neither to Poro or to Bergvall. It was shocking.
That's the thing. It's not like he only had one pass. He had like 2-3 options there. It makes it even worse.
I defend Bentancur, but he has had a bit of a shocker in possession
today.
today.
He had a shocker today. He's been poor in possession.
He's actually been all right defensively, but he's been terrible in possession today. He's been so negative. Jack has moved on to Moonshine, I wish.
Probably getting through the next few months of this anyway. Moonshine still a thing over there, Jack? Is it?
I mean, prayers to anybody that had to watch Spurs during the Prohibition era.
Right, Tottenham throwing Poro on the ball. No one looking for it. Bentancur does. Back to Poro. Back to Bentancur. This is better. Can we switch it? No, we can't. There we go. Good play between him and Poro.
Play forward, Bentancur. Yeah,
there we go. Good play. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. On to Destiny Dogie. Johnson.
That's right.
Shows for it. Forward. Backwards. You. Sir. Just takes all the momentum out of the attack. Just carry the ball, Johnson.
Yeah, he refuses to carry it. See Bergvall. Well done.
Good ball.
Well done. Kudus.
Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo.
Lovely.
Poro. Shit ball.
Oh, my God. He doesn't read the movement of Kolomoani. He doesn't read it at all. It's not even for anyone there.
Well, who's he even questioning there? Like, you don't cross the ball into an area where no one is, Poro. You usually aim for the guys. The guy's in the same colour shirt as you. That's where you're supposed to be crossing the fucking ball. Jerome says, is the beer good, Jack? I am on the train about to lose my shit.
Just a moment.
Come
Johnson. On. Oh, my Lord.
Get out for throwing at least. Thank you.
It's always good, Jerome. Any beer is a good beer.
Jack only drinks good beer, Jerome.
Yeah, usually.
Here we go.
I don't discriminate, though.
The long throw. Let's see if we can get something off this.
Come on. It's our moment.
Come on, Danzo.
Big long throw. Use them guns. Armed and dangerous, Kevin Danzo.
Look how tight that shirt is around his arms. The size of them, they're huge. Come on, Cannons. Let's go.
Cannons. Yes.
Whoa.
Colo.
Oh, well done.
Go out. Let it go out. Oh, no, you can't.
Another long throw. Yeah.
Oh, well done, Bentancur. Well done.
Right, Danzo, let's get some good purchase on this. This one's going to be a difficult one to defend. We need someone to pin the fucking Ramsbottom to his line. Come on, he's smiling. This one's going to be a good one, Jack. He's smiling. He's feeling it.
Kevin Cannon throw.
Yeah. Romero using Bentancur as a shield to try and get free. It's a good throw. Can he produce a cross? That'll do. Well done, Danzo. Adogi to Porro. Kudus. Well done.
Good hold up play by Kudus. Wasn't an easy pass to receive. Drive for it with it, Tsar. Drive forward. Drive forward.
Let's go, Tsar.
Johnson, time to take on your man. Does well.
Not bad ball.
Who's into Danzo, who's in the box.
Was that on his left foot as well?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Crosses better on his left than he does his right.
Good pressure from Kudus.
Well
really good
Let's
pressure from Kudus.
Play Mwani. Oh, it's soft. It's too soft.
Yeah, it's
play it ahead of him.
Play in front of him, I agree.
Oh, Porro.
Hey, we've gotten to the 60th minute.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We've also been in possession for more than 3 minutes now, which is also positive.
Small wins, Jack. You got to take
that's the smallest.
Where we're at right now.
Microscopic wins.
Bentancur.
Got time. He got time.
Come on, show me something. Sarr screaming for it. Gets it. What's he going to do?
I do think, though, come off. He's offered literally nothing. I think if we get our foot on the ball more, we need someone like Xavi Simons or Odegaard in the team.
You need Odegaard on. He'll go direct at them, inject a bit of fresh energy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. He thinks he's fucking Pirlo.
Well done, Bentancur. He's been good defensively.
Play him. Oh, play Bergvall. He's gone
negative
behind.
in possession, though, today, Bentancur. So negative.
Bergvall's gone in behind there. And the thing is, Bentancur has the ability to clip that down the line.
He does. He's just refusing not to.
Oh, Danzo.
Well done, Danzo. Time now, Johnson. Time.
Harry. That'll do.
See it out wide to Kudus. See it out wide to Kudus. Oh, into
Bergvall. Not a bad ball. Porro.
Lovely.
Bergvall keeps it in.
Oh, dangerous.
Take it in. Well done, Rodrigo.
Done, classy.
Kudus, get it out your feet. Right, let's get players in the box here. See, we've only got Kudus. We've only got Mwani to aim at here.
I agree.
Need to get more players in the box. Need to show more attacking intent here. Johnson. Can he play a doggy on the
Lovely ball by Johnson.
Go on, a doggy. Probably took it too wide. Wins the corner kick. That'll do.
That's all right.
Let's go, Tottenham. We just don't get enough players in the box, do we?
Gordon coming on. Harvey Barnes has been dangerous, though. So, I mean, both.
He's clearly took inspiration from Tommy Frank's hair, hasn't he? Gordon.
I will admit, though, Thomas Frank's hair looked spot on tonight. Saw him in a little presser interview. He looked slicked back more than usual.
At least it's not in his eyes. Right, let's see if we can nick something here. Come on. Come on, Spurs. Bentancur getting free.
Get on to Bentancur's head.
Back post.
Oh! Kolo Muani was free. Kolo Muani was very free there.
Close to getting on the end of that.
Look at Romero grabbing Ramsdale's head. You gotta love it. Come on, let's get into Kolo or let's get into Bentancur. Maybe a Danzo header.
Sarr's moving front post. Danzo's sitting there in the center. It's not great.
We went near post to Kolo.
Strikes it.
That's
there
a good
go.
strike.
That's much better.
Good touch.
Kudus. Can he keep it in? Ah,
What an animal.
brilliant.
What an animal.
Brilliant, Mo. Now just do... Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
drive
go. Let's
at
go
him.
again.
Not too heavy.
Oh.
Too heavy. Oh.
Newcastle on the break. Porro, you got to deal with this. Oh.
Yeah.
You please, Porro.
Need you, Poro.
Don't
One-on-one,
back
man.
off. Don't back off.
Good
Well
block.
done.
Great defending, Pedro.
Well done, Pedro. Right, let's slow it down now. Just
I don't mind it.
good clip forward.
I don't mind it. First time Newcastle have had their foot on the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's
no,
playing
it's
through. What are we
too
doing?
easy. Too easy. Well done, Romy. Ah, well done, Romulus.
Oh, come on, lads. Bentoncourt, that's too cash, man. That's far too casual.
About to say that. A bit too
Gotta know,
lackadaisical here.
Someone's got to tell him, man on.
I
Step
don't have to
out.
shoot. Well
Step
done.
out. Oh, too much space. Far too much space. What are we doing, boys? Far too much space. I'd like to see Stubbs in the next few minutes, says Tony. 100%, man.
Yeah.
I think Johnson needs to come off. He's offered nothing.
It's screaming for a couple of fresh legs here. Screaming for... Like, that ball there, we couldn't even dream of playing that pass there in behind like they did there.
Appreciate the support, Jerome. Appreciate the support, Tony. And then Lazy 8 saying, didn't have problems in the UK, Jacko. Civilized. I'm always civilized in the UK.
Well done, Vic.
Oh, my Lord. What a shot.
Another one again from the edge of the box. Can we deal with this one? Yes, take your
touch.
Time. Let's go, Colo.
Sir!
Ref, he's gone to ground. You've got to give him a yellow. You've got to give him a yellow there.
That is naughty. He just cleared him out. Oh, Johnson. That's a good block.
Johnson on the line, yeah.
Probably the most he's contributed this game.
It looks
Wasn't
like
the best of clearances, though. He barely even got it. Wasn't a great clearance. He was in the right position, but the clearance was a little dodgy.
Alanga and Gordon coming on. It's going to be fresh pace at the
taking off both their wingers. 2 new wingers on.
If this guy's
Frank, man, you got to make a
Alanga
substitution, man. They've made a substitution. You got to make a sub at this point.
I hope Alanga's over the other side. Yeah, he is. Thank God.
2 speedsters are on, says King Huddle, 100%. Frank, man, you got to make a substitution.
They have to have, look, the whole team has to come over. Oh, my God. Is any of them watching the game, issuing instructions? They all have to have a big fucking inquest about substitutions. You're the manager. Make the decision. Show some bollocks.
I think you got to think about taking Bergvall off or Sarr off, and then you got to think about taking off Johnson.
Like, I understand, with the assistant talking it through, but why does the whole team need to be there for it? They're clearly discussing making changes. My God, they're short of giving Donald Trump a call and fucking asking him to come in. Jesus. We're starting to make silly.
Come on.
He got away with that. Nice. Well done.
And on, boys.
No. Oh, no. Oh, well done, Vicario. Oh, saved our bait in there. Oh, there we go. Let's go, Lucas. Forward. You got to go forward. Here we go. Let's go, Colo.
Yeah,
please, Colo.
Run at him. Run at him.
Colo. Back to Bergvall. Bergvall. Back to... Okay.
No one there. Johnson, dude, that's all you're good for is gambling at the back post. What are you doing sitting over there, man? That's all you're good for.
Man. Come on. Get Uber on. I've had enough.
Get utterly useless. That's literally his bread and butter. Starting to get very stretched now, this game. But Johnson, man, that's all you're good for.
This is made for Rudiger and Xavi now. Let it go. Let it go, Adobe. Let it go.
What are we doing?
Oh, we're incapable of doing any of the basics of football.
Composure.
Fucking hell. Who's even saying?
Come on, boys. You got to defend this now. No composure there. Frank, can I get a sub, please?
People are saying this is the one, isn't it? Yeah, and it'd be absolute. It's true. You can see it coming in, no danger, and then we give them an opportunity. You can see it coming, T. Can we deal with it? Oh, good
Got
clearance.
away with it. Oh my
Oh,
God!
no.
How is that going back against our own goal here?
He's off. He's got to be
Flag has
off.
come
He's got
up.
to be
Flag has
off.
come up.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
he's got to be off.
Come on, lads. Let's manifest it. Let's manifest a shithouse goal here.
Tyler, I think we're going to have to do a few Hail Marys at this point.
Yeah, see.
I'll take a point. Don't get me wrong. I'll walk away from here
out.
tonight. I'll sit down and I'll laugh. I'll be
Get the
like,
witch
"Got
doctor
one."
out. Everybody, start praying to the witch doctors. Start praying. What is it, Dave? The banshees. Start praying to the banshees.
Yeah.
Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, Vicario, it's a better kick. No one challenging. Like, what are we doing in possession? Like, even if you go long ball, there's got to be a plan on who you're targeting, who goes up for it. Please, it's not difficult. These are little things we talk about playing fucking.
Well done.
Clubs.
Time.
You know what I mean?
Time.
Like, these are things we sort out playing pro clubs. How these
Johnson,
guys can't do it.
you are useless, man.
Is he off? Don't. Oh my God.
You are useless. How are you offside?
How is he offside? Richie coming on. You can see it, can't you? Xavi Simons also looks like he's getting changed and readied.
You're so fucking useless, Johnson. I swear, man. He's also like, he's barely been busted along tonight, and he's probably sat the last 4 games. Like, you would think if you were him, you'd be running your lungs out. All he does is walk. Even there earlier, when he had an opportunity to be there at the back post, just literal bread and butter, he couldn't do it.
Oh, Gordon does
Gordon
down
showing the pace.
Pulled it back to Voltamata. Lays it off. Gamares.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We just ripped up in there. Fucking hell. Well, that's us done now. Too late to make subs. Way too late to make subs.
Yeah.
Left it too long as well. You could see the legs were gone. But why does it take too long? Because 10 people have to have their opinion on what subs we're going to make. It's absolutely fucking shocking. Subs should have been on as soon as they made subs, or in and around the same time. You could see the legs were going. He didn't learn against PSG. He left it too long in the second half against PSG again to make subs. I'm sick of it. And then you have to have 10 people's opinions. One taking the knee there, fucking giving his opinion. Another one sitting there in the seat. Another one with a pad. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Hell of a
Getting
finish.
another free player roaming in from the edge of the box and having a shot. How many times have we seen that this year? I'm sick of it.
Hell of a finish.
Oh, come on, Spurs. Let's see if we can salvage something here. Again, too easy down Porro's side. Way too easy. But again, another player just picking up space on the edge of the box. No one even in it, following him, tracking the run, nothing. Another shot. Oh, man. Well, that puts us down in 14th.
Substitutions made far too late. And also Johnson there was just shocking. That's what also led to the giveaway.
Drive at him, Johnson. Please drive at him. Don't you dare turn back. Gets the ball in. Not a bad ball to Moani. Come on, Colo. Oh, unlucky. Just strong defending at the end of the day. Unlucky, Colo. Come on, Spurs. Let's rally. Nick Williams spent a tenner to put in laughing emojis. If you're not a Spurs fan, appreciate the support. I hope it's worth it.
What is it with Spurs managers not making subs? It's Luper Cal. Yeah, seriously, man. Like, this is the funny thing is that we complained about it under Ange, and now the same thing is happening under Frank. I don't know what it is.
Tony,
like
I'm not. Oh, sorry,
that's the frustrating bit is like we sort of complained about it with the previous manager where like the signs were obvious. Like you needed to make this change or you need to take this player off and you just wouldn't. But Frank has done virtually the same thing many a times this season.
Yeah. He needed to make subs earlier. It's the
70th
same
minute,
with
man. Like
PSG.
70th minute. Surely one of these guys off the bench has 20 minutes in their legs.
It's a joke. And the fact that
And
we
all,
still won, the fact that we still haven't
yeah,
made them is also pissing me
they've
off.
made 3 substitutions.
Because he probably has to give them 7 minutes worth of instructions. Now that they took 10 minutes to
Yeah.
decide what ones they're going to make, now they have to give them another 10 of instructions.
That's the frustrating bit is, I mean, they've made 3 substitutions, Newcastle. They put in 2 new wingers, and they put in Gamarish.
Well, like, that's the difference, right, with Eddie Howe. He makes the substitutions. Where does the goal come from? One of his subs, Gordon, running
Yeah.
down the wing, puts in a quality ball. That's where it comes from. He was proactive about it. With Frank, reactive. And what did I say at halftime? Don't be reactive with the substitutions. Be proactive today. I'm absolutely fed up with it. Wait until we go behind and then make the subs.
Yeah, it's too late now. Far too late. So late. 3 subs all at once as well. At this stage of the game, so late. So late.
Tony Olo says, I'm not giving Frank money in January. No way. I mean, look, everyone says we need a striker and a forward player and a left winger. Absolutely spot on. But to be brutally honest, with how little we get out of the options that we've already given him, I don't want to give him any more money. I don't think he's going to get any better out of fresh faces coming in. I really don't. The game plan in possession doesn't suit what we've got going forward. It's shocking. There is no plan. There's absolutely no plan. We're woeful. I'm going to go 2-0 down here for Carrier. Thank God. You've even got people now spending 10 quid at a time to laugh at us. That's how bad we're becoming.
I mean, Tony, we had the debate earlier, Dave, right? On the pre-match build-up. I know Ryan, says, oh, the squad isn't good enough. There's only 2 good players in the team. I feel differently, to be honest. I think the squad is good enough to be competing with teams like Newcastle. I really do. I just think the manner in football which we're playing makes everyone look pretty terrible.
And the thing is,
and I'm not talking about Johnson or people like that. Like Johnson has only played one of the last 4 or 5 games. As much as I would love to blame the guy, he's barely even played the last 4 or 5 games. Kudus is a top level player. Kolomwani is a top level player. As much as Bergvall can be a bit, raw, he still has a lot of ability, as you can tell. Bentancur under Ange felt like a completely different player now compared to when he is under Thomas Frank. Same thing should be said about Romero. All these guys, they are quality players, in my opinion. They're just made to look terrible with these tactics.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a rant.
No, look, I agree.
I just disagree when people blame the squad quality. I just disagree. Kolomwani, though. Oh!
Unlucky.
This is what I'm saying. Kolomwani does things all on his own.
You look at Nuno.
If he had any semblance of an idea of what we're going for, I feel like this guy would have 10 goals.
You look at the way we played under Nuno, and the reason why it was quicker to easy and identify under Nuno is because he wasn't getting anything out of Kane and Son. But, he's got, Kudus is a decent player. Muani is a decent player, and we get fuck all out of them. Absolutely fuck all. For instance, how many times tonight have we looked across the ball and we've got one player? It means your cross has to be absolutely 100% accurate. We don't get players in the box. We don't even try and create our own look by doing that and stuff. It's absolutely shocking going forward. It can't continue. It cannot continue like this. It can't. If you want to, if we keep going at games like this where we're too worried about the opposition and don't trust what we do going forward, we are going to enter a relegation battle. Has to change. And he's had more than enough time to prove that he can try and play on the front foot. For instance, he says before the Fulham game, yep, we're going to come out, we're going to play on the front foot, we're going to go at them. He plays 4-2-2-2. I mean, seriously. Everyone knows at home against Fulham, you get 2 wingers on the pitch. You go at them, you stretch them, they're sitting in, you go at them, put balls in the box, put them under pressure. Simple game plan. Can't even fucking do that. I'm fed up with it. "17 shots they've had to our 5. And 5 is probably the most shots we've had in a while. J Bear, I don't want to be, but I am almost at Frank out. I think many people are. The longer it goes on, the more games you lose, more people are reaching that point. Oh, yes! Come on, you're Frank back in now. Rami! Rumble! Delicious, baby!
Come on, boys!
Let's go! You're back, Frank back in now, J Bear. Romero, we know who you are. We know who you are.
We're shithousing one tonight. Come on. Fucking suck it, Nick Williams. Suck it. 1-1.
Yeah. Eat that, Nick.
Eat that. Throw in another one. Throw in another one. We'll eat it up. Come on. What do you say? What a ball from Kudus. What a finish. Dave.
Robbie. He's showing the
put
strikers
Romero
how to do it.
Up top. Can we please put Romero and up top? They're our best
It's a
finishers.
diving header. Oh, Romulus.
Finish.
Put the head in where the boot is. You absolutely love to see it.
Oh,
Romy.
Finish.
You're starting to make up for that PSG nightmare. Let's go, Romulus.
Can we please put Palhinha, Van de Ven, or Romero up top? At this stage, we just have to. Absolutely suck on that, Nick Williams. Big up to John, man. You're probably the good luck charm there with the Frank app. Believe me, though, we're all in a similar boat.
Breezy Gas says, "Come on, you Spurs!" with the super chat. Big up, Breezy Gas. He came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we've got hope again, my man.
Lads.
And then Tony Odo, give Frank all he wants in January. I love how pathetic we can be. It's brilliant. And then you got Nick Williams in again, Jack. Maybe not so shit.
No, we are shit. Nick, we are shit. I mean, you have to be shit if you're actually drawing with us at halftime.
Is Nick a Newcastle fan?
Oh,
such a simple layoff.
Hell, that was an easy layoff to Richarlison. Easy layoff. Come on, boys. You got to hold on here. You got to hold on.
What a chaotic few minutes that's been.
Thank you.
Well done.
Jeez, Matisse Tell. We actually had another breakaway there, Dave. Matisse Tell. All he needs to do is easy layoff to Richarlison. We're clean through.
Oh, there's another one in this for us. There is. I can see it. Oh, how
Nick Williams. So we are shit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you weren't wrong. We are shit. Well, I mean, the fact that you're drawing to us, though, means you're probably shit as well.
But you know what? Good sport there, actually, by Nick Williams.
Yeah, very, fair.
Good sport, man. Clear it.
Come out, Vic. Come out. Maybe not so shit. Maybe not so shit. It's so funny though. And then Tony, give him all he wants in January. Is also hilarious from Tony. Good shit housery from everyone. Good humor from everybody. To be honest, today.
Jay Bear, you still Frank in now? Big up, Jay Bear.
John, are you Frank in now?
Everyone's Frank in now. Love to see it. We are shameless.
Frank is a genius, says K32.
Bit far, bit overboard, K32, but we love it. Let's see if we can defend this. I say Shawnee Maddox has gone topless round his sitting room.
Oh, seriously. I'm telling you, Dave. Like, serious conversations. Put Romero up top.
Honestly, Van de Ven and Romero up top would save our issues. They've scored all the goals nearly this year. Well, Van de Ven has. Romero's contributed a couple and had a few disallowed. That's it, Bentacore. Nice little bear hug there. Love that.
Oh, nothing in it. Nothing in it. Nothing in it.
Oh, referee's got him in the headlock. It's got to be a yellow there. Oh,
nothing in it. Nothing in it.
All we need is one more moment up the other end. By the way, what is Romero even doing up there for that diving header? What was he even doing up there, lad?
Why are we even looking at this? What are we doing?
Oh, come on.
What are we doing looking at this?
You're not.
If they give this is corrupt. This is corrupt if they give this.
It's half a dozen of one and half a dozen of the other. Look, there's two of them at it. He's got him in a headlock. Look, Bentacore's let go. He's got him in a headlock. I'd nearly give a red and there to Dan Byrne. If he kept hold of Bentacore going to the ground there, he could have broke his neck. Look at that. You can't give that.
What the fuck are we looking at here? There is nothing in this. VAR is having a laugh. I agree, AK Shags. No way you give this.
No.
Oh my lord.
You can't. They're sending him to the screen. Are they taking the piss?
Holy
I told
shit.
you they're corrupt. I told you Darren England and this idiot here, Peter Wanks, is corrupt.
Holy shit. There is nothing in this.
He's going to give it. Once they send him to the monitor, they usually give it.
What are we doing here?
You can't give that. He's
not even near the ball, though. He's not even near the ball.
He's got Bentacore in a headlock there. What are they even looking for here? Like, that's not a free kick right there. That's not a free. Then You can't give that. You cannot give that. If they do, he's going to give it. He's going to give it. Romero's already remonstrating. He's going to give it. You fraud.
This is corrupt.
He's going to give it. I don't believe it.
That's fucking disgusting. The game is gone. The game is fucking gone. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Holy shit. The game is gone.
Yeah. The game is finished.
That is one of the worst decisions I've seen this year from VAR.
I told you
Holy
these
fuck.
two were corrupt. I told you.
I don't even know what Bentancur, he gets in his way. That's all he's done. He's gotten in his way. And by that stage, he doesn't even have his arms around him. He literally doesn't. He's holding his hands up. All he's doing is standing in his way. We saw against West Ham. Van de Ven and Romero be dragged to the ground by West Ham players, and it wasn't given as a penalty. We saw in that West Ham game 2 instances where players were being dragged to the ground, and they didn't give anything. They even looked at it on VAR, and they didn't give anything. Now, this is a penalty compared to those moments against West Ham at home. This is disgusting.
It's corrupt.
This is disgusting.
I wonder how much Saudi paid for that one. It's disgusting.
Honestly, this might actually steal. This might steal the whole conversation. As much as we'll have conversations about the performance, this is honestly going to steal the whole conversation. This is one of the most corrupt decisions I've ever seen.
It will be justice if they miss this. Absolute justice.
This is one of the most corrupt decisions I've ever seen. Absolutely horrible decision.
Come on, Vic. You have never saved a penalty for us. Please be the first.
Holy fuck.
Come on, Vic. Please, Vic. Show me there is a Lord. Oh. They have the audacity to celebrate. That's even worse. That's even worse. They shouldn't have even been given it. It's disgusting.
That's one of the worst decisions I've ever seen.
We have been.
I don't even think it's any bias whatsoever. I think that's actually one of the worst decisions I've ever seen.
But the both
what
of them
the fuck are they seeing at VAR there?
The both of them are at it, though, Jack. It's not just Bentancur. The 2 of them are at it. So you're excusing Dan Burns.
He's not even close. He didn't even win the header.
You know what I mean?
It's not even close to the ball.
Dan Burns' headlock on Bentancur. I bet it's not like Bentancur has his 2 arms wrapped around him either. He's got one. Dan Burns
wasn't even close to the ball.
He's gone down like a sack of shit. He's bought it.
But Dave, the other thing too about it is Dan Burn. He's not even the one in get he wasn't going to score. It's not like they were going to score from that situation, right? Isn't that another part of it? Is that if Dan Burn were contesting for the header, if he had a chance of scoring the goal, maybe you do look at it. But the fact that Dan Burn's not even close to scoring there, why even look at it?
I think because of the flick on, and they're arguing it Dan Burn would have got on the end of it if Bentancur didn't bring him down, I suppose, is what the argument would be there if I'm trying to see it. But at the end of the day, when there's 2 of them at it and some of the decisions that have gone against us earlier on in the season, you can't give that, man. You can't give that.
I'm amazed. Nick Williams saying never a pen. That was ridiculous. I mean, Nick, I don't know how you got I don't know what you did to earn that one, man. Seriously, that was disgusting. And I'm coming at it. I think I'm curious what neutral fans will be saying tonight about this decision. Honestly, the game is gone.
Corrupt.
The game is gone, man. That is one of the worst VAR decisions I've ever seen.
They may as well.
I don't know how and also, right? It's all about what is it? It's like plain and obvious, decision, right? It's plain and obvious mistakes. How on earth?
What, ref?
How on earth is that somehow a plain and obvious?
Come on. Yep, Richarlison, you're dead right. We'll have a look at this one, please, ref. Fair's fair. Let's have another look. Oh, okay, Jesus Christ, Richarlison.
How about contest for it, Richie? I mean, Richie, you could have just contested for it instead of flopping to the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that's like what I don't get too is it's all about plain and obvious mistakes from VAR. Like that's the whole point. They're supposed to intervene. Is they're
Yeah,
supposed to be calling out moments where it's uncontestable. Like clearly a mistake's been made. I don't know how on earth they've seen that as a
yeah,
moment where the referee has missed something. It's completely debatable
yeah.
as a foul.
It's just a shocking decision. It's just corruption. Oh, Danzo. That one is a free kick and probably a red
Yeah,
card
that
there.
one was probably a free kick. Just there. That one was probably a free kick. This referee's been all over the shop. Shocking. Shocking from the referee.
That's why I call him Peter Wanks instead of Peter Banks.
Match fixing, says DJ Samuel. I think we need to check if the referee's Turkish. With the Turkish match fixing, we need to see if this guy's got a Turkish betting account.
When decisions are being given like that, and then, they're bringing in VAR and they're having such sway over games, there's got to be a question of match
It's hard to
fixing.
even
There
analyze
has
this
to be.
game at this stage because, like, as much as we played shit today, as much as we've been terrible, like, it's hard to like. I think this whole decision is going to cloud everyone's judge. Like, it's all. I just won't. Oh Jesus, Udogi, Jesus Christ!
Look, on the whole, from Tottenham, it hasn't been anywhere
It
near
hasn't been
enough.
great, but we were
It's not
1-1
been
with
good.
9 minutes to go.
Yeah, and that look, the decision does change the game. It
That's
does.
I don't think you can avoid it. Like that's the hard part. It'd be nice to not have a decision like that happen so we could actually properly judge the performance, but it's kind of hard not to with a decision like that. It really is. It sort of clouds the whole thing. Because if we
Shocking.
were able to shithouse a 1-1, we'd be looking at it a bit differently. But now at this point, it's like, geez.
Do you know what? 9 minutes added on. Let's see if we can nick one here.
Yeah, there is time.
That'd be justice. But when they're given decisions like that and they're influencing games, there's got to be a question around match fixing. Has to be. That's why I didn't want to be brought in the first place because it's contradictory. It's still a human making a decision on the other side of VAR. It's ridiculous the way they sold it and packaged it. They really fooled everybody, really. And now every fan is unhappy with it. When are they going to get it gone? It's ruining the game. But also, you're not even allowed to be physical anymore. They may as well go and get the netball rules and just start employing them with football.
I really don't know what Bentancur could have done differently.
Oh, please, get turned. Oh, play Richie. Xavi. Porro. Corner
All right.
kick. Come on, Spurs. Now someone go down here and let's get a penalty back.
Knowing this referee, you would have gave that as a goal kick, the fucker.
Saudi bribe, says King Huddle.
As one of the I'm not kidding, one of the dodgiest decisions I've ever seen from VAR.
Yeah.
I don't know how on earth they flagged that. And Tom Lowry saying, I agree with Jack. All we'll talk about is that decision. That's where I'm frustrated, man. I feel like it's just impossible to avoid the conversation about that decision. I would rather we don't.
Oh, come on. That's a shocking corner.
Yes?
It's a better ball. No one attacking it. Right, Danzo, pump them guns. It's time.
Honestly, ref, I hope you have a great time in Riyadh. Hope they wine and dine you.
Actually, I need to see if Peter Banks and Darren England flew over to manage any of them games.
Hope you have a great time in Riyadh. I hope you saw the comedy festival. I hope you got to see the spice markets or whatever the fuck is over there. Seriously, this is one of the dodgiest decisions I've ever seen.
Come on, Spurs.
And it frustrates me because I'm gonna hold my tongue for now, but seriously, I'll probably just be ranting about it in 5 minutes time anyways, but this is one of the most frustrating decisions I've ever seen given against Spurs. It's almost Liverpool Champions League.
Yeah.
Levels. It's just that bad.
Please get a good cross in here.
Jesus, Boro, why do you keep overhitting it?
Pull back. Richie, please. Someone. Simmons. Oh, corner kick.
Lord.
Come on,
Richie.
Spurs.
Whoever
We
fell
deserve
over
something.
there, I think it was Richie. Oh my God, Richie, you need to get up off the ground, man. You could have scored. He could have scored. Richie was thrown to the ground there. The referee isn't looking at it.
Of course
Richie
he
was
won't.
thrown to the ground. Are the referee not going to look at it? Richie was just thrown to the ground.
Yeah, he's asking the question. Darren England looking at it. VAR. He's not
If we're
even
going to be
entertaining
consistent,
it. Not even entertaining it.
if we're going to be consistent, Richie was just thrown to the ground.
Oh, he's got a hold of his jersey. I mean, he's got to take him out. He's got to look at this.
Fuck off.
Joke. Not bad. Oh, Romero! Yes! Rambomblishes! El Capitano! With the bicycle! Oh, Romero! Oh, the overhead kick. Let's go. Let's go for the winner now. Fuck you, VAR. Fuck you, PGMOL. You can't keep a good dog down. Rombomblishes, baby. Boom! Let's go.
It's the goal of the season from the Rom Bomber.
2 tonight. What a captain.
Holy nuts.
Rummy!
Oh my God. Just let it in,
it's
Rams bottom.
execution.
He's just let it in, Rams bottle. What a goal.
Rom bom bom le boombier. Rom bom le boobier. Let's go.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, it's look at that. It's executed to the finest. Off the shin as well. It makes it even
what a
better.
bonkers game.
Oh, it's beautiful. Off the shin. You couldn't write it. Brilliant from Rummy.
What a bonkers game. Jerome, I'll take your super chats in just a second, man, but we have to see this game out.
Yeah. No.
Clear that away.
Oh, Rummy.
Clear it away.
Oh, well done, Rummy.
No. Oh,
Ref.
sir!
Right, let's go. Let's go for the winner. Let's push for the winner here.
Take this first one from Jerome. Now I'll get to the other one in just a sec. Jerome saying we got robbed. This, no matter how crap we've been in this game, VAR has absolutely robbed us big time. That's where I'm at, Jerome. It's like that's why I kind of hated that decision. Was it'd be easier just to judge the performance, but a decision like that, like no matter how bad you've played, you're just like you've just been robbed.
Yeah.
That's where you sort of think about it. Whereas
Yeah.
like I mean, Dave, I think is get where I'm coming from. It's like, yes, we could easily judge how terrible we've been tonight, but when you have decisions like that go against you, it's really hard to just ignore it. Like it's impossible, really.
Oh,
Like
Richie, please.
it's impossible to ignore decisions like that, Jerome. So I think you're being
Absolutely.
very fair about it, Jerome, to be fair.
No,
And I know you and I
absolutely.
probably come from the same plane on the nature. The performance has been terrible, but like you just can't avoid that conversation.
But now you look at it, they've taken away from a win from us now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the way it's going to be framed.
Seriously. Well said, Dave.
It's just a shot. It's just shocking. It's corrupt on so many levels, that one. Like, if it was just Bentancur, I'd understand it. But the fact that Dan Burn has him in a headlock and he's the one coming down on Bentancur, how you then give that as a penalty is beyond belief. Come on, Richie. They don't want this. They're rattled. Let's go. Come on, get after it. Yes, there's one. If we can create a chance, we can win this. Romy, good header down the pitch.
Yeah, they got to go long. Come on, boys.
Back to Vic, Danzo.
Danzo, man.
Fucking hell.
If
Just
we were a
take
League
a
2
touch.
team, that's
So
okay. But come on, man, we're a Premier League team. Play that back to the keeper. Play back to the keeper, man.
Oh, Romy. Oh, Romy, it really is Christmas. It really is, Romy.
Hey! Come on, lads.
Right, let's go. Pump this up into their half. And plus,
Come on, boys.
with our goal, I want an extra 2 minutes added on as well for goal and celebration.
And then Jerome saying, take that, you absolute cheating bastards. Romero would do an amazing finishes, to be honest. The first one was the best finish of the season, maybe. Next to Richarlison's in the North London Derby. One of the best finishes of the season.
There's been 2 crimes committed tonight. One by PGMOL and one by our style of football. 2 crimes.
If we had 11 Romeros, we'd win the league, Jerome.
Talk about a massive moment from your captain, though.
Seriously.
Two of them. Let's go, Richie. There we go. Make him balloon it. Well done, Rami. Oh, here we go. Take it down, Simmons. No way, ref.
Why are you blowing it up?
Ref.
Give advantage, man. Give advantage, you plonk.
This ref has had a shocker.
Honestly, this ref needs to be lobotomized. This ref is the thickest referee I've ever seen.
Can we commit bodies forward on this? Can we at least push for the winner here? Well done, Rich. Well done, Rich. Here we go.
Hell?
Here we go.
Oh, Matisse?
Please.
It's all right. Whip it in. Whip it in.
Get it in now.
Robbie, whip it in to Richie.
Good ball by Simmons.
Jogi.
Push it back.
Oh!
Corner kick. Come on, Spurs. It would be justice if we get a penalty here. Absolute justice. Play it for the cross. Oh, it's corner. Okay.
As a corner. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Big up, Adrian Chia. Big up, lads. Another big away performance. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that, Adrian. We'll bookmark that one, man.
Who the fuck is Vicario?
What the fuck is Vicario doing? He's on crack.
Christ. Come on, Romero. Make a hat trick. Come on.
Seriously. Oh, my God. Romero hat trick.
It's not bad ball. Straight into his hands.
Straight to the keeper. What a bonkers game.
Oh,
what an absolute bonkers game. We have salvaged the point that I think we all would have taken, though, to be fair, ahead of this game. I think we all would have taken a point. But what a weird game to have to dissect, to be honest. A very strange game to have to dissect. I mean,
I don't even know where to
maybe
start.
To Adrian Chia, I don't know where to start. I agree, Dave. To Adrian Chia's point, another big away performance. Come on, you Spurs. I mean, like I said, in maybe the first half, I don't feel like Newcastle dominated us as much as I expected. I do feel like they were the better team for the majority of this game, but like, did they really pepper us as much as I expected? Perhaps not. We've also been very, very woeful away from home to this team. So many times have we just struggled to get anything from them. So I also have to consider that. We were able to rise up, kind of almost a bit like the Bodo Glimt game, where like, I think Bodo Glimt probably dominated us more than Newcastle did, to be fair. So like, you sort of look at it that way, where we sort of found a way to chip away back at the team despite being dominated. But I do feel like we weren't as dominated in this game as we have been in previous ones away from home. And then we found a way to salvage a point. But I just don't think you can. I'm so glad we came away with one, because that would have been one of the worst decisions I've ever seen from VAR. I don't even know if the Romero goal happens without that VAR. Like, it's hard to know. Like, does Romero still score a goal like that? Maybe we end up shithousing a 2-1 win. I think then Dave and I would just be off camera, just happy clapping, overjoyous. Like, it's hard, man. It's a really hard game to dissect, really, Adrian, for that reason. So I'm all over the shop emotionally and just mentally with this game. It's really hard to know what we deserved, what we didn't deserve. It's difficult because some of that decision at the end there was just ridiculous. It's just really hard to avoid it. And the two Romero goals sort of came out of nowhere, but it's not like Newcastle were really peppering us in the last 20 minutes or anything either. So I'm all over the shop, to be honest, Dave. It's really hard to gauge how well we've done tonight. But a point is what we asked for in the beginning of the game anyways, and we've gotten it.
Look, it wasn't pretty. Make no bones about it, but I don't think it was ever going to be pretty tonight. And I'll take the result. Like you said, we've took hidings up here in years gone by, you know, and we've usually crumbled. So fair play to them players tonight. They showed a little bit of spirit, a little bit of fighting spirit, even when they got themselves back into the game and PJ O'Mell tried to cheat us out of the result. We went back up the other end and we answered back and we hit back. You know, we show a little bit of mentality there, which is a good thing to see. But in reality, there's been two crimes committed tonight. One was our performance, and the second one was PJMLL. Like, you know, we'll take a point. And look, to be fair, these tactics work on the road. But it's when we have to go at teams and we have to show what we can do, we fail. And that's where the question marks come all the way in and around this. Let's be brutally honest. A player that everyone was slating midweek, has stepped up for us tonight and earned us a result tonight. And I don't want to hear any more criticism of Romero. That's exactly what a captain does. When you were in the mire, when you were deep fucking covered in shit, you're rolling around in it, and all you can see is your eyeballs are covered in that much shit. That's where you need your fucking leader to step up. And Rombom done that tonight. One, he put his head where the boots are. How many times? When was the last time we seen a player do that? Got
Yeah.
his diving header, got his rewards. And then in the moment where you need him most, executes an overhead. And by the way, a bit of luck on that. It does come off his shin. But the fact that he's there, he stepped up tonight and he single-handedly dragged us a point. But that's where the problem relies in, though, Jack. The fact that Mickey Van de Ven and Romero bailed us out so many times this season. Our centre-backs have bailed us out. Our João Palhinha has been another one. Second highest goal scorer at the club has bailed us out this season more often than not. That's not something that continue. But tonight, I will take it. We move on to Brentford at the weekend. If we can win that, all of a sudden we're in the top half of the table. Things can calm down a little bit around this club. Frank buys himself a bit of time, but it's now over to the Brentford game at the weekend.
Yeah.
Good result tonight. Can we back it up? But make no mistake about it. I want every pundit, every media outlet to analyse that Pedro Amel decision today by VAR. Darren England in the VAR room getting involved, and then the referee. I can understand how they got to the point of looking at it. It was a flick on. Dan Burn, if there wasn't that altercation with Bentancur, he might have got on the end of it. So I can understand how they come around to looking at it, but how they actually came to giving it is one that really fucking baffles me. It's two of them are at it. If Bentancur had two hands on him and was dragging Dan Burn to the ground, fair enough. We can't have any complaints. But the fact that he's only got one hand, Dan Burn has him in a headlock and is forcing him downwards. How the fuck can you give that as a penalty towards Newcastle when Dan Burn is the one bringing them down to the ground and putting the pressure on Bentancur, and he's got him in a headlock? And also, by the time the ball was flicked on, Bentancur had also let go of Dan Burn, by the way. So how they've actually came to giving that as a penalty, especially considering some of the decisions that have gone against us at the start of the year, is absolutely mind-boggling. It's corrupt. And you know me, Jack, from day one with VAR, I didn't want it in the game because the way they packaged it up, it's going to improve football. It's going to improve the decision makings. And each time you get a decision wrong, it's worth millions of pounds. This is going to clean it up. No one speaks about the football anymore. Everyone speaks about the refereeing decisions. So much so on TNT, on Sky Sports and all now. They get their own shows now to go through decisions and stuff like that. I'm absolutely fed up with it. At the end of the day, it's still a human making a decision on the other end of VAR. So it doesn't clean up anything. It's still down to human interpretation. And the fact, for me, it should be down to the referee on the pitch who's actually in the game, can see it, can feel it, and everything else. It's an absolute joke. They need to get it out of the game. It's ruining passion from fans. You can't celebrate goals anymore. It's fucking hideous. It's not a good experience for people inside the stadium, and it's not a good experience for people sitting at home watching. Get rid of the whole thing. It's absolutely corrupt. You go back through since it's been brought in, and this is across multiple teams. There's decisions that haven't been given to them that should be, and then it's absolutely shocking. So it hasn't cleaned up the game in terms of decision making and stuff like that. Get it fucking gone. I'm sick of it. It's time to have a serious conversation around it.
I completely agree. I think this is I'm not even, like I said from the very get-go, like I'm trying not even to be biased about this, but it's single-handedly one of the worst VAR decisions I've ever seen. I have no idea what Bentancur is supposed to be doing differently there. Even they were talking about in the commentary, oh, he's not even looking at the ball. He's at the back post. Like he's supposed to be looking at where Dan Burn is. And then he tries to get in Dan Burn's way, which you are allowed to do. You're allowed to stand in his way. You're allowed to jockey with him. And he sort of tries to lean his body into him. And then Dan Burn decides to put him in a headlock and throw himself to the ground. Bentancur the whole time is throwing his hands up, knowing what is happening, knowing that he is being manhandled to the ground. And somehow they've seen that as a foul on Bentancur. I don't even know how on earth they've looked at it as a Bentancur issue. It was more a foul from Dan Burn than whatever was a foul on Bentancur. Bentancur is allowed to stand in his way. Bentancur is allowed to be in the direction of where the flick on is going. He's allowed to as well not have his eyes fixated on the ball. He's trying to block one of their best headers of a ball from a set piece and trying to get away. He's trying to get in his way. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I just don't understand what on
That's
earth
the thing, Jack.
they've
It's
seen
not their
there
fault.
that's like in any way an issue. And again, like you brought up, Dave, Like Bentancur, he doesn't have his arms wrapped around him. He's not like in any way like impeding him by using, body parts that you're not supposed to try to stand in his way. All he's doing is jockeying with Dan Burn, and he's put his head down to sort of try to, like a bull or something, sort of like not let him push too far. And then Dan Burn has decided to shove his head down into the ground and fall down with him. How on earth is that a foul on the defender? If anything, it's a foul on the attacker there. I just don't understand how all they've looked at it the other way.
But also, it's with VAR scrutinising everything, it's also took the physicality out of the game. That's another thing I'm sick of. But the referees were all helping Newcastle all night. Bentancur put in a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, and the referee
Seriously.
gave it.
Good point.
What are we playing now? Netball? Where you're standing in front of them doing this to try and stop them from passing it? It's not fucking netball. It's football. Physical contact comes with the game. And I'm not being funny, but if that wrestling matches happen outside the box, the referee just doesn't get involved. Just has to them to
Seriously.
get up. And that's
Seriously.
what pisses me off. I'm absolutely sick of it. It's got to go. It's corrupt. And also, them referees, they need to do something with them this summer as well. Sit them down, make them relearn all the rules, make them go through all the training courses again, because it's the refereeing standard is getting worse and worse and worse. And the fact that it was getting worse and they were making wrong decisions is the whole reason why we got VAR in the first place. And I'm absolutely fed up with it. The whole refereeing around the game is another thing that really needs to be looked at and scrutinised. Also, you got different rules in the Premier League to what you do in the Champions League. The
True.
game has gone absolutely fucking insane. It's not difficult. Everyone's playing the one sport. It should be the one rule book right across Europe, the leagues, everything else. But it just seems that everyone takes their own interpretation of the rule book and applies it how they want. And I'm absolutely sick of it. But it's also got too complicated as well, in terms of the rule book. Handball used to be a simple one. Handball is handball. Now all of a sudden there's different things you have to analyse and everything else. It doesn't even allow you to come to swift decisions anymore. The whole thing really needs to be looked at.
100%, Dave. Take some comments here. K32 saying that result might be a turning point for the Spurs team. And Frank, it's a bit of a bit of fight there in the end, shown by the players. That could definitely be true. AK Sheg saying, I can't believe I'm saying this, but 2 shots on target, and we probably should have won this game. AK Sheg's also saying, great points, lads, but if we don't get 3 points against Brentford, he's still in trouble. I think we all agree with you there, AK. I think we all agree. Like,
Yeah.
I think we deserve something from this game, but at the same time, like, it's all still contingent on that Brentford game. And I said that from the beginning. It was one of the questions we brought up in the pre-match buildup was, listen, like these next 2 games, I think he's got to get a minimum of 4 points, really. And he's achieved that now against Newcastle. Can he do it at home against Brentford? So we still
Yeah.
move on to that one. Dan Coy's member for 44 months as a fan show member. Big up to you, Danny boy, saying, may not have gotten the 3 points. It was not a great game at overall to watch, but this is what I miss about watching Spurs, watching on the edge of my seat. Romero brace. Come on, you Spurs. Probably one of the most bonker games I've ever seen, really, in a time now. It was really hard to get your head around it, where I'll admit, I think Newcastle, for the most part, were the better team, where they showed a bit more in possession. They threatened more in the game. At the same time, like, I don't think they created a whole lot that consistently. I think they were pretty dangerous from set pieces. We dealt with it for the most part. There were a few clearances off the line, but I don't feel like Newcastle were as, I mean, because we're used to like losing 5-0 maybe against them. So maybe there's also a bit of bias there, but it's just one of those games where I knew it was going to be difficult. I knew we were going to be put under the cosh. I don't think Newcastle maybe played nearly as well as I would have expected them to be honest. Even the Gamarish goal, like, yes, it was a bit of poor defending, but it was a hell of a finish, like the way that he
Yeah.
put it in the back of the net there. So I feel like this game, I'm pretty content with what Spurs have gotten from it for the most part. It was just a bonkers game to have to dissect, Dan, because I don't think we were the better team. At the same time, coming away from home against a team we've historically really struggled against in general, but also away from home,
Mm.
I think we did well enough to maybe earn that point, to be honest. So that's where
Look,
I'm kind of conflicted, where I don't want to overpraise the performance, but I don't want to put us down too much either, really.
does the performance give you hope in terms of attacking sense going forward? Green shoots, positivities to get behind? No, it doesn't. But the state that we were coming into this game, everyone wanting the manager gone, Porro, and all the disagreement with the fans, all that fracture that happened after the Fulham game, to come up here today and to pull off a result when in years gone by we've gone into this game in similar situations and we've crumbled. I think you gotta try and take the positive tonight. Does it define Thomas Frank at Tottenham? No. He's got to try and back it up against Brentford. He does that. He earns himself a stay of execution for a while, and hopefully things pick up. It just knocks it on now to midweek. But at the end of the day, where we were coming into this, you got to remember, like, everything was fractured. To come out with a point tonight in a ground we don't do too well with, I'll take it, and
Yeah.
we'll move on.
Yeah, I really agree with Dave there. Incredible support over a long period, Dan Coys, 44 months. You absolute legend. Really
Yeah, big up,
appreciate you,
man.
my man. And Dave and I love the Rom Bombers, and we got 2 of them tonight. Very lucky of us. Q7 saying referee's an absolute mug. Genuinely feels like they dig us out more, but more importantly, it's yet again another second half reactionary performance. Why can't we start better? I probably meant to put that in the pre-match build-up, Dave. That just feels like Spurs under Thomas Frank are a different side in the second halves. In the first half, like, we're 0.0 something XGFC, where in the first half, we just do nothing. We create nothing. We look really lackluster. And then all of a sudden, we seem to just kind of wake up in the second half for whatever reason.
That's a trend, though. You go back
Yeah.
and look at Brentford, they had the lowest possession stats in first half of games last season.
So it's just it's a Thomas Frank kind of issue where
Yeah.
we just are far too conservative in the first half. And then it seems like, too, it's almost like maybe in the second half, he sort of lets off lets us out of the leash maybe a little bit, in the second half, where it's almost like the players are allowed to express themselves a bit more when the game starts to get a bit more stretched.
It's also easy to express yourself when you go 1 down as well.
True.
Where's that when the game's in the balance and we're proactive?
I agree.
All them substitutions today to go at them came after we went 1-0 down. After the coaching team, I think I counted 5 of them discussing substitutions. 5. So really take 5 people. Everyone needs to have their input, and then we need to come up. That's why it takes so long to make these subs, because so many people have an input. Then you have to, say why you agree or disagree, and then you get round to the next person, and that's why it takes so long. And then when they're on the sideline, they get 10 minutes worth of instructions. Fuck me. Football's a simple game. Tell them what you want them to do. Send them on the fucking pitch. Simple.
I think
it's so easy to be brave when you're losing. PSG, we had no hope. It's so easy to go and be brave. We weren't brave against Fulham at the weekend. Didn't show bravery up until we went 1 behind tonight. And that's where Thomas Frank is getting it wrong.
I agree with that. I think it's also a bit similar to, I'm trying to remember, like, the Conte days, but it felt like maybe during some of the Conte days, we kind of struggled to really show what we're made of in the first half. And then in the second half, we would almost kind of come alive like a bit more. It's almost like the handbrake was taken off a bit more in the second half. It feels that way to a degree under Frank, but I agree. It's almost like we wait to get punched in the mouth. We wait to sort of go a goal down. And then all of a sudden, then we sort of show what we're made of a bit more. We sort of show that we're not going to sort of go down too easily. But is that really worth praising? I'm not too sure. It's all, I guess, maybe the opposite problem under Jose. I remember under Jose, it was like, in the second half, we just played absolutely negative football. But in the first half, we sort of looked to kind of win the game, and then we would hold on to a lead. It seems like the opposite case under Frank, where we looked to do nothing in the first half. And then in the second half, we looked to come alive. Whereas I remember under Jose, we ended up taking the lead very often in the first half and then clinging on, in the second half, and ended up costing us multiple times. So it seems like there's something similar to there, to maybe other pragmatic and defensive managers. Faz Radfar saying our center backs are our best center forwards. I mean, we've been joking about it, but like at this point, it's almost worth like a serious conversation like about whether, I'm not saying he should be playing like a Van de Ven or someone up top or Romero up top, but I think you really do ask the question, like, are our midfielders and our defenders our best players in every aspect? Like, is Romero arguably the best finisher in the team? Is Van de Ven one of the best finishers in the team? Is Paulinho one of the best finishers in the team? Like, Van de Ven, I think, is like, what, second top goal scorer or something for us like this season? Like, you have to really ask the question, like, about these forwards, where I feel like the tactics are not giving them the chances that they deserve and that they should be getting in games. But at the same time, like, we're seeing our defenders like score quarter chances, like half chances, no problems whatsoever. So you do sort of ask questions about just, the level of some of these forwards. Like, why is it that, the defenders seem to have an easier time scoring some of these goals, and Paulinho scoring worldies from outside the box, and things like that? It is a big question mark, but I don't think it'd be nice to have 3 Romeros, and then we probably would start one of them up top. But unfortunately, I don't think we can do that.
When you actually look at our top 5 goal scorers this season, so Richarlison's top, by the way, and everyone calls him useless and doesn't rate him.
Yeah, true.
Mickey Van de Ven is second. Brendan Johnson is third with 4. Shalpilini is fourth with 4. Romero is now fifth with 3. So 3 of your 5 top goal scorers are your most offensive players on the pitch.
Yeah.
Says everything about what we're watching and what we're seeing.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 top scorers are the 2 forwards everyone wants to get rid of.
Yeah, seriously. AK Sheg saying NBC in America just called it the right call on that penalty. Wow, what the F? The game is absolutely gone.
Sort them out, Jack.
Just why I probably try to have the commentary turned off, to be honest, AK Sheg. I just don't get it. Big up D and Jack. I'll take a draw, says Kilkenny Spurs over loss any day. Good fight tonight compared to the Fulham game. But yeah, we need a result against Brentford as ever. Hello from Kilkenny. Big up to you. Hopefully you're all right, Kilkenny Spurs. Romero with the Shinaldo, says Queen Ellie. Yeah, it did kind of come off the shin, to be fair, but we'll take it any time of the day. Honestly, it's a really hard game to sort of get your head around, to be honest, because the decision for that penalty it overshadows everything, and I really wish that wasn't the case, because I don't think you can avoid it. Spurs were pretty terrible for the most part, but like I said, like, I don't think Newcastle were really that great either, considering they went into this game, like Dave brought up, with really good form. They're one of the best teams in the league at home as well. Like, it was always going to be a difficult battle for us. I don't think Newcastle played as well as if you were listening to a Newcastle fan, they probably would admit, yeah, we probably wish we played a bit better, tonight, to be fair. So I think it's one of those where we probably got what we deserved. I don't think we deserved 3 points at all, but we probably did well enough to maybe scratch out a point, to be fair. So it's a difficult one. And I think maybe more minds will be made up after the Brentford game, which I think Dave alluded to earlier. It seems like, yes, we'll take the point. It was a scrappy performance, nothing to overpraise, but nothing to maybe be too cynical about either. And then the decision for the penalty just overrides so much of the conversation, which is unfortunate. And I think we just move on to the Brentford game and see if Spurs can finally pick up a win at home. And then also against a Brentford team, which, similar to Newcastle, are right level with us at the minute in terms of the league table. So just another crucial game ahead to see what we're made of.
No, 100%. I think it all comes down to that Brentford one, because, I sort of said, when you look at the fact that they're continuing on, despite losing their coaching team, the manager, the best players, they're still kicking on. They're still doing the exact same thing, punching above the weight. And, that's where I'm concerned, and I did ask the question when we were hiring Thomas Frank, how much it was actually down to how well the club is run in general from Tony Bloom and their scouting model being fit for purpose compared to, Thomas Frank's actual ability and stuff like that. And, when you see Brentford kicking on, similar to Brighton, because everyone thought once Potter left Brighton, they were going to go tits up. They continue to kick on and punch above their weight. And, so for me, I still have questions around Thomas Frank, and if they beat us and they're ahead of us, then I just don't, because they don't have a better squad than us. I don't care what anyone, especially after losing the best players. They don't, and it just goes to show that their manager, by the way, is Keith Andrews, is a rookie. No one would even give the job a guy in the league of a job in the League of Ireland, by the way, let alone the Brentford job. So I can't believe he's got that.
People thought they'd get relegated.
But if he's getting what he's getting out of his group of players, then, the questions have to be asked around Thomas Frank if we don't end up winning that game or we end up losing that game. And I think it's a big one for Frank, because if he goes in there respecting them way too much, Spurs fans will call for him for his head in droves. They will not tolerate that. We are not Brentford. We could keep saying that as Spurs fans. Some of the stuff he says in his pre-game stuff, about lower the expectations. We're not Brentford, Thomas. How about you raise your expectations? How about that? I'm absolutely sick of it. So the pressure's still on the guy. Look, the biggest, I hope the biggest thing that this team and Thomas Frank have took from this game tonight, if you don't shoot, you don't score. Romero, prime example with the overhead. It's not a great goal scoring opportunity the way Frank would see it, right? It's a low risk, low sort of goal scoring opportunity. But Romero had the balls to fucking go for it, and it ended up in the back of the net, even if he didn't catch it the most cleanly. So the biggest takeaway today should be for Thomas Frank, take the handbrake off, allow these players to go and score goals, allow them to get forward and take shots from different angles and stuff like that, rather than trying to create the perfect goal all the time. We are not good enough to play that way, so let's take the handbrake off, give them players a bit more freedom and give them more license to shoot, because the one big lesson tonight from Romero's overhead, you don't shoot, you're not going to score.
Yeah. Billy the Yid saying it was a disgusting decision. Definitely agree. Spurs
Yeah,
diehards, I imagine this is Adrian saying penalty decision was an absolute disgrace. See
yeah,
holding in so many games and it's not given. That's what I mean, man. Like, how many times have we seen Gabriel for Arsenal, right?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
manhandling people, putting them in headlocks, like
Hmm.
scraping and clawing at their faces. He wins the header and it goes in the back of the net, and then they don't even look at it. Like, they're like, "Yep, that's fair." Like, the other crazy part too is I think Davis being fairer than I am, where he's saying, "Oh, the flick on sort of went towards Dan Burns' direction." I think what's even more crazy too, as well, is just like it's not like Dan Burn was challenging for the initial header. Like, that's the other part I'm just totally baffled by is like, did he really have a chance to actually score from that goal? So it's just amazing to me that they
Yeah,
even took that long to look at it. And I think someone else, I'm trying to find it, but maybe I missed it, but I think it was a good comment, sort of bringing up too that if the I think it was AK Shegs sort of saying, if the decision was given by the referee on the field, there might have been less debate about it. But the fact that VAR intervened to make that decision is what makes it even more infuriating. And I think a lot of people would agree with that, to be honest. AK Shags,
yeah.
appreciate you, by the way.
Jack, can I just bring up? Apparently, Christian Romero, do you know the way he done this, the celebration after a ball goes where he cupped his ears?
Yeah.
Apparently, he was taking the piss out of Bruno Gomes' celebration, and Bruno Gomes tried to go at him after the game.
Well, I think that
Brilliant
is his
shithousery.
signature celebration is Bruno Guimaraes is that cup year of the celebration. And it's probably a bit of Argentinian, Brazilian,
Great
shithousery maybe going
shithousery.
on there, to be
Oh,
honest.
I love Romero even more. He's such a shithouse.
Qatar Spursy, Thomas Frank subs are way too late in games. Xavi Simons has to start. He's the only creative player in the squad. I think for this game, Qatar Spursy, I think we were kind of saying like it was a debate whether he probably should have started in this game, knowing that Newcastle, very physical team. I do agree though, like sometimes these decisions over substitutions are happening way too late. Like Newcastle made 3 substitutions before we made our 3. Like I just think that's unacceptable, really. Like they brought on 2 wingers, they brought on Bruno Guimaraes at halftime. We waited until what was it, like the 74th minute to
74th
bring
minute,
on,
yeah.
yeah, to bring on 3 substitutions. That's just unacceptable. And to be fair, that's something we criticized the previous manager for, and it's kind of continued under Thomas Frank as well. I don't know why, but he's taken far too long sometimes over these substitution decisions, and
It's, it's
he needs to figure that out because the warning signs were there.
Well, like you could see it, right? We didn't have the energy to go and press the ball. They were just putting crosses in the box at will.
Brendan Johnson was doing nothing in possession.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these are things you need to spot as a manager. If you know your team, these are things you have to spot and take them off. Make the substitutions. But the problem is Thomas Frank's seeing it going, Neil all, this is good. I'll keep waiting. I'll keep waiting, keep waiting. So much so, Eddie Howe made his substitutions. 5 minutes later, they ripped us up and went 1-0 up. Thomas Frank needs to be more pragmatic using that bench. And he doesn't have the same as some of the other managers because he does have a bit better players to be able to bring off the bench, you know. And it's just really frustrating when it comes to Xavi Simons. The fact that he hasn't started in any of the last 4 games is a bit of a concern. You look at Fulham at home. It's why you buy a player like Xavi, right? Sit in that number 10, play through him, let him find a way to unlock him. That's why you buy a player like him. Doesn't play him, even though he plays a 4-2-2-2-2. Fucking madness. And I think, look, I knew Xavi was never going to be the savior the way everyone pointed him out to be. I knew that, and this is why I'm going to be fair with Thomas Frank around it. But I think where Thomas Frank went wrong, when Luka Modric came to the Premier League, he predominantly played out on the right-hand side for Tottenham for a while until he got used to the physicality of the Premier League. Then he was switched into the middle. When Simmons was playing, he was constantly operating near enough out on the left wing with Destiny Adogi or with Udabur, which Frank should have picked up with a guy of his experience in around football as long as he's been. Why is he playing out there? Because that's where he can get the ball without being roughed up, without the physical battle, taking the ball off him and stuff like that. And that's where he feels most comfortable. He can get on the ball and go and do his job and affect games. So straight away, you're thinking, right, let's play him off the left wing. Let's give him an opportunity there. Let's bring him in. Let him acclimatise. Let's give him a run of games. Let's get him up and running. He failed to do that, Thomas Frank. He failed to recognise that. And now you're looking at a player that has completely drained the confidence, completely zapped, and he doesn't even know what to do with him. And the fact that, we can say Xavi Simons wasn't his first signing in that regard, but he did ask for a Morgan Gibbs White. He did ask for an Eze. So he asked for a player that can play that position. but yet doesn't utilise them. Now, I give Frank a pass on that tonight. If I'm manager, I don't play Xavi in a game like this. Physically, it's just not his sort of game.
Yeah,
But I do think Frank has mishandled the Xavi situation. And I'm not sitting here saying Xavi is a world-class player or stuff like that. But there's a lot better player in there than what we're currently seeing.
I agree. And I think there came a point in the game too where Qatar Spursy, where it felt like the game was starting to get a bit more stretched. Spurs started to get their foot on the ball a bit more, probably because Newcastle were tiring, and I think they just started to get more sloppy as the game went on. And then we were calling out for someone to get onto the ball, sort of start to make things happen, be a bit more reliable in possession to either take on their man, make the right decision in the final third, just not be a passenger like Johnson could be. Like when plenty of times when we have the ball out wide, Udogie has it or other players have it, Johnson just hides, man. He just doesn't want to show for the ball. He doesn't want to receive it. Whereas Odebear, Xavi Simons, if they were put out there sooner on that left-hand side, I think Spurs would have been able to actually get even more possession in that second half than we actually had. And that's where one of the things I think he needs to recognize sooner rather than later. But AK Shegs maybe has brought up that he wasn't actually that upset with the lineup to begin with, but AK Shegs has said that he should have made substitutions sooner rather than later, and
Yeah.
I think we can all
Well, it was the
agree with
same in
that.
the PSG game, Jack, right?
Yeah,
Though even in the PSG game, and this is what really frustrated me, and I said it at halftime in the PSG game, and I said it at halftime today. He's got to be proactive with the subs because with the PSG game, what worked for us is the fact that we got around their midfield and put pressure on them and stopped them from playing. He left it way too late in that game to make substitutions to the point where we tired out and we couldn't get in around that midfield, and that's where they took the game away from us. He should have made substitutions earlier so that we could get fresh legs in there to keep ploughing away at that midfield. And these are little things where he just doesn't follow through, and it's because he's such a pragmatic guy. He's like Floyd Mayweather in terms of boxing, always on the ropes, stalking, diving, dodging, trying not to get hit rather than, being a Mike Tyson going out there and fucking looking to knock them out. And I'm not being funny, but he needs to recognise the club he's at. We know sometimes we don't have the best of ability, but what Spurs fans always admired about this club and why a lot of us got into sport in this club is because they always were brave. They always went and had a go. We're not seeing that right now, and it's
no,
not going to last unless he changes it up. But I'd argue it's at the point of no return. It's not going to be fixed this side of Christmas because he's left it too late. We've got a game every few days now. He's got one day on the training pitch, and now's his moment to try and work on the attack and play.
yeah,
It's absolutely mind-boggling. He's left it way too late.
100%. As we're wrapping up here, everybody, please smash the like button like Swim Master is saying here. Dave and Jack, my favorite Spurs YouTubers. Let's spread our
Big
love
up
and
Swim
appreciation
Master.
by giving them a like and subscribe. If you haven't shared their streams with you Spurs fans and friends and family, big up Swim Master. That's very
Yeah.
kind. AK Shag's bringing up a funny comment. Frank 100% has to criticize the ref tonight. Take the fine at least. There's a reason why Arsenal are starting to get all the calls because they whine and like bitches, and
Yep.
Arteta is a crybaby. We need to start complaining more. Completely
Well,
agree, actually.
that's one thing that pissed me off about Ange Postecoglou and other managers, and it seems to be a thing inside Tottenham where they're told not to bother. And that winds me up. It's not just Frank related. No manager at Tottenham has
Has ever done
really
it.
ever gone after the referees or questioned them. And this is something I've said a long time ago. You look at the likes of Arsenal, even Liverpool under Klopp. The manager was on their case. The assistant manager was off the bench. The players were at them. And then all of a sudden, what that does is you put pressure on the referee. He starts giving you the decisions because he doesn't want to hear the fucking whining. And, we don't do that at Tottenham. We're too nice. But I'd also argue, anytime Romero has gone to the referee at times this season, they pull out a yellow and book them. If your captain can't even go and contest a decision, what hope have we got? But these are things where Frank needs to come out. Say, why is my captain being booked for going and talking to the referee when this is a rule that they brought in place for the captains only to go to them and question decisions? That VAR decision should be absolutely ridiculed. I don't care if he gets a fine. The club should fucking pay that. But he should be out there standing up for the club today in terms of putting these referees under scrutiny. You look at Nottingham Forest, for instance. They brought in a referee and question a lot of refereeing decisions in general, put out a statement before the season. All of a sudden, you look at their games, they're getting the benefit of the doubt.
Seriously.
They're getting decisions. They ended up finished 7th last year. And these things can have an effect on your season. And until we learn the dark arts at Tottenham in general, right throughout the club, in terms of little ways we can do to affect games, we are always going to be soft.
100% agree. K32 saying corrupt Saudi money even couldn't stop the ROM bombers. 100% love that from K32. Queen Ellie, really appreciate your love and support as well.
Big up, Ellie.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for being here with us. An absolute bonkers game to try to figure out and to try to get behind, and we'll see how we manage against Brentford. If we pick up a win there, I think we'll be looking at these two games, very positively. So we'll move on to the
Yeah.
Brentford game. Look out for a panel show tomorrow. We'll be talking about this game and what's ahead further, and as well as on Thursday. Thank you guys for all the support today, from the pre-match build-up all the way through the watch-along. Very, very generous support. Thank you to Qatar Spurs, Fadzi Radfar, Q7, Dan Coys, Adrian Chia. Adrian Chia, probably we were in the heat of the moment there,
No, I got it.
so it's been a while since we've seen you. So hopefully everything's all right with
Yeah.
you. Jerome, Nick Williams, the Newcastle fan, who was pretty
Good
fair, to be
sport.
honest. Good
Good
sport.
sport, by the way.
Breezy Gas, Tony, John, really appreciate you guys. Tony put in a lot of support today, as well as Jerome, Sergeant Stressful, Brett Loft, Sugar Ray, Dropkicker Teacher, and Ian Cook. Really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support, everybody. Dan Coy saying, big up, Dave and Jack. Great watch along. Come on, you Harrison Army. We push on, Dan. We're pushing on to the Brentford game. I'm not even trying to exaggerate or anything. I do think this was one of the hardest games for Dave and I to have to analyze, because we did play pretty shit. I don't think Newcastle played as well, though, as I expected them to. And then also just the decisions by the VAR tonight, it's just so hard to ignore. So it's just, I don't know. It's like Dave and I are trying to balance like 300-pound, kettlebells here. It's just like really hard to like get your head around what the right analysis of this game is, if you get what I mean, Dan. So I really appreciate your support, man.
Yeah. No, look, it's been a difficult one because, to be honest with you, if VAR doesn't get involved, many people are probably talking about the manner of the performance today, again, being so pragmatic and stuff like that. But also, if you want to be the eternal optimist, and I'll leave you on this, there was a time under Pochettino when he got a result. I think it was away to Aston Villa. I think we picked up, I think Harry Kane saved his job that day. Kicked on, never looked back. Could today be that moment? Because this is a place in years gone by we took hidings and it's ended regimes. Could this be the catalyst to make a regime? Let's wait and see.
Yeah. And then AK Shek's just saying, holy shit, what a game, everybody. But the game is gone. I think we can all agree with the AK Shek's there. Appreciate you guys. Love to you all. Have a great rest of your day and evenings. And we'll see you all tomorrow for more and more content. Queen Ellie as well. Really, really generous support from Queen Ellie saying, you two get yourselves you two get yourselves somehow goon for me, goon me for Christmas.
Oh, she's basically, I think what she's trying to say is you two get yourself something good from me from Christmas.
Good for me for Christmas. Big up, Queen Ellie. Very, very generous. Very, very generous.
Like
I said, Ellie
enjoyed her trip to Paris. I know she was in Paris there, the last week. So hopefully you enjoyed yourself, Ellie.
Yeah, especially for a crazy game. That was I actually, Ellie, I'm selfish, and I'm going to say I'm kind of glad that I missed the game for the Fulham game with Dave. Dave had to take on a lot there, but the PSG game was a bonkers game, and it almost in a good way, actually. I think that one probably would have been easier to dissect and easier to understand, but it would have been a fun game to watch with Dave. Just all the goals that were just flying in both directions, really. What a fun game, really. But this one, I feel like I'm losing brain cells trying to understand how this game went, because like I said, I'm not going to overpraise Spurs performance, but I'm not going to be too negative about it either. And like I brought up as well, like I don't think Newcastle were as good as maybe I expected, considering that they've destroyed us before away from home, at home. They've always been very good against us. Eddie Howe, like Dave brought up, seems to have our number. I'm not too sure if that was as much the case today. And honestly, the way that we once again found a way to claw back into the game, you have to take as a real positive, and really appreciate you, Ellie. And hopefully we have things to look forward to during this Christmas period. This is one of those where, the sun is going down sooner. It gets darker earlier in the day. But if we can manage some type of form over this holiday period, I think we'll all be very, very happy, Queen Ellie. So really,
all we want as Spurs fans. We just want some consistency now. We just want to get back, win a few games, and just sort of show some sort of consistency, show some sort of finesse or a bit of class going forward. Look, at the end of the day, good result from where the club was in the fallout off the back of the Fulham game, but still doesn't give you a whole lot to get behind. But I will leave you with this. Rambam, baby. Let's
Rambomber, Ellie. I know Mia is absolutely gassed as well. If Mia's watching or listening along, I know Mia's absolutely gassed with a brace. Queen Ellie from the Ron Bomber. He saved our bacon tonight. Big up to you, Ellie. Really, really appreciate you. Very, very generous support. And maybe we'll end on Mark Canoe saying, great watch along, lads. Newcastle fans on X are absolutely shocked that they lost a point. We will take the point, though, but we deserved all three. Let's get stuck into Brentford this weekend. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, your Harris Army. Great comment from Mark Canoe. Really great from all of you all. We'll see you next time. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on,
keep moving, everybody. Queen Ellie, once again, Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you, Queen Ellie. Thank you. Really appreciate you.
Wow.
Listen, Ellie, I don't even know what else I could say about this game. It's just an absolute head wrecker to get behind. I'm really looking forward to seeing other people's analysis of it because Dave and I, we do the hard job of sometimes having to analyze it during the game. And then right after the final whistle is gone, we can't even go get a drink or a snack or anything to reflect on it. We just sort of have to raw dog it really in terms of, the reactions towards it. So it's one of those where it's always hard to get your head around it. And this might have been the hardest one for me in a while to get my head around. So very, very generous support, Queen Ellie. And I hope you have a great Christmas as well. And hopefully you have a great holidays with the family. I'm glad that you had a good time in Paris as well. I've only been there once when I was very, very little, so I don't remember any of it, but hopefully you had a good time there. Got some good shopping in, some good food in, some steak frites, all that good business. Appreciate you, Ali. Very, very generous support. Thank you.
And happy, I know it's early, but happy Christmas to you as well and your family, Ellie. And look, tis the season to be jolly, so hopefully Spurs can give us something to be jolly about.
I just put the tree up the other day with my family on Sunday, Ellie. So hopefully you got your tree up, or at least are thinking about the shopping as well for it. So big up, Ellie. Very, very generous support. Romero is our Zeus, says, yeah, seriously. Two Zeus-like goals, really, if anything. Absolutely crazy.
My captain.
Thank you all. Thank you for all the love. Thank you all for the generous support. We will see you tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs. We keep moving, baby. We got the point that we wanted. I think at the end of the day, we all wanted a point at least, and we absolutely got it. So let's move on to the Brentford game, see if we can pick up 3 more. Come on, you Spurs.
See you back here tomorrow.